We went live. Hopefully the mic is right. No, it's not. Okay. We went live. Hopefully the mic is right now. Hopefully. How's everybody doing? Take you over the left screen so you can watch me cheat at administration. FNG's online and he signed up, so I think I'm just gonna check him in like we did with the EU tournament, and if he doesn't show up, then his opponent gets a bye anyway, so who cares? It's 7:02, so plenty of time. Process check-in results. Go to participants, recheck to make sure. Anyway, so okay, I sound fine. Sweet. Shuffle seeds, shuffle seeds, shuffle seeds. Go back, make sure no clans are facing each other right away. Alright, this looks fine. Yeah. In case FNG isn't here, I'll swap him with somebody. Because it would suck for more. If FNG's not here, it would suck for more that he would have to wait 1, 2, 3 before he actually gets to play. So I'll swap FNG with someone who has a bye. Let's do John FB. Yeah, just get people I know are here that can play. I kind of want to cast AC Moore versus John FB, though. That sounds like a really good series. I want to go watch that series. All right, I'm going to swap with Call HR just because I really want to cast this series. I think this series is going to be tight. Yeah. For the sake of good content, I'll do that. Okay, start the tournament. We should be good. My off... Artisan Tech Priest, your off-meta tourney rival. I can't get knocked out first round. Yes, correct, John FB. But I'm going to come watch your game because I think it's going to be tight. So, let's message the people, tell them we're live. Find your opponent. At here we are live, go play. I checked in FNG. If he isn't here, we will just advance opponent. It's fine. AC Moore. I don't know if Moore is in my Discord. Doesn't look like it. John FB. And at AC Moore. Yeah, he's not in here, but still. I'd like to spectate your game. Do RORs count for the units? Yeah. And someone asked this the first tournament. Mounts also count. So like the Black Dragon for the Dark Elves. I should explain that, sorry. I did a tournament like this earlier today, so in my brain, everybody just knows exactly what's going on. So left screen. In challenge, why it's called Jank Units Tourney is... I believe it was Seraph4 sent me this idea, so it's his idea. But you got to take some crap-ass units that nobody ever takes. Like for Dark Elves, it'd be Rakarth or Crone Hellebron, Death Hag, Harganeth Executioner, Shades, Cold One Chariots, Hydras, Medusas, Charybdis, Black Dragons. You got to take 4 of them. Doesn't have to be 4 different ones. Like for Greenskins, you could take 4 Nasty Skulkers and fill the requirement. It's just to get to see some units that we didn't get to see very much in Warhammer 2, because... we're probably not going to see Warhammer 3 for a long time. So, but Malekith on a Black Dragon would count towards one of your 4. That's completely fine. It's kind of a for-fun tournament. Winner of this one gets $10. I offered Call HR to change my profile picture if he wins the whole thing. So I guess that's also on the table, to be fair. Yeah, that's what I got. Cool. Coops, why did you uninstall the game? You know that's illegal. That's on you. You know, you knew better. That wizard should know better. If I'm a little eccentric tonight, I blame everyone besides me. You are fighting John FB on stream. I don't think Moore's in my Discord, so I just sent him a PM. All right, I'll go look for John FB. I don't know who's better. I don't know. Whenever I play John FB, we have like 2-0 series. And whenever I play Moore, we have 1-2. But that's not really an indication of how good anybody is, because I think I have an even record with John FB. So it's like, yeah, it's 2-0, but it's always 2-0 one way or the other. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Just doing some Discord stuff, making sure. Am I fighting Moore now? It's Moore. Yes. I thought. I switched everybody. Yeah, it's AC Moore and John FB. I thought that series would be hype, so. I mean, I had to swap out F and G, because I'm not sure if he's even here. And if he wasn't here, then AC Moore would have a double bye, and that would be sad. You can play Ant Ladder or pick 1, ban 2. Let's pick 2, ban 0. Like Ant Ladder. I'm going to invite Moore to my Discord just in case, so he knows. For the future. And I'll fight the winner of I'll fight the winner of Way versus Artisan Tech Priest. Whenever you play Murph, it's almost always ends up 2-0 either way. Fair. Thankfully, Murph is a filthy casual. You can tell him I said it. He knows where to find me. Moore is in your Discord? No, he's not. He is now. I think VM Moore is in my Discord. I don't know. It just said Moore joined, so we have more Moores. More Moores. Let's do this. What is this, Deja Vu? Yeah, Doomsage. So for the last tournament, it felt weird to do, because this Discord's usually about like half North American, half EU tournaments. It felt weird for the last tournament to pick somebody. Like, we're going to host a North American tournament, and the EU players just don't get to participate in the last tournament of Warhammer 2. So I just did two the same day. Trying to let everybody get their last shebang out in Warhammer 2. So for the EU time zone, they got to change the Discord picture. For the NA time zone, they get $10 because you can't obviously change the Discord picture. But CalHR bullied me, harassed me, beat me up a little bit, and convinced me that I should also make it for my Discord picture. Like, not the server, but like mine. You just appreciate having a North American tournament. That was one of the reasons I started hosting tournaments, is everything was in the EU time zone and everything was serious. And I'm like, I have some meme tournaments I want to run. And also, no one runs anything in the NA time zone. And Murph had a briefly lived NA versus Australia tournament that was awesome. And then he stopped hosting it and made me sad. Doomsage, yeah. An African tournament is just an EU tournament because they're the same time zone. Roughly. I think Africa's wider than Europe, so they have a couple more time zones, but it's roughly the same. Australian, you guys need a good tournament host streamer. You have Lotus Moon for like a streamer. You have Its Current Year for a content producer, but you don't have any tournament hosts down there. I played Doomsage earlier today on stream. Kicked his ass. Wasn't even close. Fucking destroyed him. It was honestly the easiest game of my life. It was... I don't even know if he had his hands on the keyboard. It was kind of embarrassing how easily I destroyed that noob. And in case you don't get context clues, he won. I know there's going to be like 1 or 2 people that watch the VOD and be like, wow, this guy's really going hard. Jesus Christ. I can't believe he talks such shit. No. Someone in the YouTube chat wanted me to take artillery, and I didn't know what map we were on. And I was like, sure, I'll take artillery. And it turned out to be like a tiny map. And I'm like, oh no. So Doomsage just rolls up on me. He just rolled me really hard. It was hilarious. Just as soon as I loaded into the game and I saw the map, I was like, oh no. Oh god. He had Illyrian Reavers go take out all my artillery. Very quickly it was just a steam tank and who was my lord? It was just a steam tank and Boris Todbringer versus everything. It was wild. I got Imric though. I got him. Steam tank was surrounded and getting stabbed on all sides, but it kept firing cannonballs off into the distance. Just to kill Imric. That was great. So, again, I'd not assume that everybody knows exactly what's going on here. You have to pick 4 units from the Jank category. The Jank category is just, I went through every faction and I listed a lot of units that suck. Norska is the only faction that got buffs from this, and it's that you can take Marauder Champions, Ice Wolf Chariots, Famir, Mammoths, Trolls, or Ogres to fill your limit. And that's actually a buff, but Norska needs it, alright? And if we're going to end Warhammer 2 on a tournament where Norska's overpowered, that's okay. That's fine. I accept the consequences of my actions. That steam tank was corner camping in a tree. Yeah, dude. I pulled out all the stops to stop you, and still I lost. It was a good time, though. Hopefully the NA one will be, too. I was talking to Call HR just before the stream, and this is the first time ever that a North American tournament has had more people signed up for it than an EU one in my server. 10 signups here, 8 in the EU. It's pretty great. Doomsage, you're Australian. What time is it for you right now? Because after this, I got to go into work quick, then come home, work out, go to bed. And I'm hoping to wake up and stream tomorrow at like 6 or 7 a.m. my time and stream for like 10 hours. I'm hoping. Rocket! Rocket, are you getting game 3 or are you just coming back to 2 just to watch it die? What's your thought? What was the arty worth? 3.4k. 2 cannons is 1,600. 2 Hellblaster volley guns is 2,200. So about 4k, yeah. 11:45 a.m. So in 12 hours, okay, so at almost midnight your time, I'll start streaming Warhammer 3. Finally a place where Human Boy can see the true power of Gorog. You got 3 and 2 days off? Hell yeah, Rocket. We're taking a week off to stream as much as possible and try to capitalize on that Warhammer 3 hype and get this channel above 800 subs. Which, if you're not subscribed, please do. We're just about at 800. 800 is a stone's throw from thousands, but we've slowed down a lot, ladies and gentlemen. We've slowed down a lot. So game one between the legendary John FB and AC Moore. Boom. I don't know why the camera angle seems different, but you can really see my tattoo today. Which normally, for some reason, you can't because it's on the other side of my body. Just noticed that in a little stream thumbnail thing I get. So, what do we got? For Norska and more. Wolfric the Wanderer on his Big Mammoth. Premier Balefiend to fire. We have Marauders, 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 Marauders. Marauder Hunters with Javelins, Javelins. Then we have 4 Ogres, my lord. And Norscan Ice Wolves along with the Beasts of Chat, Tashnar. So, the 4 Ogres are the quote-unquote Jank unit. Yes, it is a buff for Norska, and I think they deserve it. If you don't think Norska deserves to use Ogres, then get out of here. This ain't the stream for you. We also had 2 Marauder Horsemasters and a Horseman. For John FB on his Skaven, we have 2 Warp Fire Throwers, 1 Warp Grinder, and Tretch Craventail for the Jank units. And then for the real units, we have an Assassin, Plague Priest, some Skaven Slaves, some Clanrat Spears with shields. We have 4 Rat Ogres, including the Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep, and 2 Warp Block Jezzails. I like it. As far as the Skaven build goes, it's good. Warpfire is very good against Norska. I think it's underrated. They have low armor, low leadership. Warpfire does a lot to them. It also kills Skinwolves, because Skinwolves are weak to fire due to their regen. Yeah. Warpfire is good. Jezzails are going to be pretty nice here. Take out some of the skirmish cav, shoot down the ogres with their 40 armor and no shields. Killing Wolfric could be a problem, but he gets surrounded by rat ogres easily enough, I suppose. And how's the infantry quality? Clan rats? I don't know. 4 rat ogres is good. Without wolf rats, I would be worried, but I guess there's no skin wolves. Without skin wolves, the wolf rats aren't as critical. Okay. If I had a gun to my head, have to make a prediction, I would say Norska's going to win it. I don't think enough can stop the ogres here, but I think it's going to be good. What is that Ogres Malord thing from again? I keep thinking of Alpha Busa. I thought Ogres Malord was just from the campaign when that annoying necromancer guy who's always your assistant keeps saying, like, Ogres Malord. And then you get transported over to review some ogre mercenaries. Plague Priest is trying to dodge that fireball. And wow, he does. All right. Hats off to John FB, ladies and gentlemen. Knows how to dance with the best of them. Jezzails are in range of something. It looks like they're going to turn and fire at the skirmish cav. They'll almost always beat skirmish cav, especially when supported with warp fire throwers. The Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep shouldn't take that much damage from a volley. Yeah, they'll be fine. Thought about TTS and now I'm sad. Crap. What's TTS? I should know that, but I'm for some reason blanking. You thought about TTS and now you're sad. Fireball onto the Jezzails? Wow, that did strangely well. It took out 4 models. That's kind of intense. Still don't know if it's worth the Winds of Magic, but it is what it is. Jezzails, I would either focus down the mage, which he is now, good target, or skirmish cav or ogres. I think those are your priorities. Wolfric has too much health. The Jezzails won't get through him. He's going to have to get taken out by something else. Warp Grinders. Throw out their Warp Quake, damaging things, slowing them a little bit. Burning Head will immediately rout off the first line of Skaven Slave Spears. And warp fire throwers are getting a little caught up. Rat Ogre's also immediately going to rout, and that is a big problem for the Skaven at the very, very start of this game. I'm shocked how quickly the Rat Ogres are thinking about leaving, but they are holding on for now. Skirmish Cav trying to sneak in through the back line, but good movement of Clan Rat Spears. Just consolidating the box a little bit, keeping these Jezzails safe, and they're firing at point-blank range into that Famir Balefiend of Fire, which is quite good. There we go. The Ogres at last rout, including the Clan Rat Summon and Warp Fire Throwers. Big, big problem as the front line falls apart. All these Ogres will pile through and attack the Warp Block Jezzails in melee. Bounce power is already extremely against the Skaven as look at all these routes coming in. Look at all those chickens. Text-to-speech. I see. John FB's in an early piece of trouble. Both his Jezzails are largely dead and gone, mostly down to his little hero core already. Dogs have piled in. One Ogre unit has shattered. It looks like the Famir Balefiend is having a really bad day about it. Was that an overcasted Pestilent Breath? Curious. If the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. It looks like there's another Burning Head coming in just after the Sea Fang to kill more and more units. Oof. Oof, and Skaven get run over by the dirty, filthy, thieving Norskins. Who's messaging me? What's it about? I'll mark on red. Okay, I'll read it later. I see green lightning bolts from somewhere. Jezzails must have rallied on the map. But I don't see them. Can Tretch beat Wulfric? Not super sure. Pestilent Breath, again hitting these Ogres and Marauders. Does good damage to Marauders, not as much to the Ogres. Ogres are kind of immune to that sort of thing. Wulfric's taking okay damage. Skaven are trying to rally on the far side. I don't know if it's going to matter. It's all down to Tretch. If Tretch 1v1s Wulfric, instantly kills him and routs the entire Norscan army, they can maybe, possibly, potentially win. Maybe. Not likely. Warp Fire Throwers at extreme range doing more friendly fire than enemy fire. You'll love to see it. You loved it. They're just targeting those Clan Rats with spears. That's all they're doing. Actually, I was memeing, but Wulfric is getting his ass handed to him, and I think it's by Tretch. Unironically, I think Tretch is kicking his ass. Fireball misses Tretch is too small. He's OP. But the Javelin Throwers are wreaking a deadly toll in this Plague Priest. He even almost breaks for just a second. Wulfric's going to run away from Tretch. You learn something every day. Warp Fire Throwers now are hitting the correct targets, doing good little damage and pokes to these Marauders. They're thinking about leaving. Pip Fighters are back. Bounce Power is almost in Army Losses territory, but not quite yet. And what is Tretch's little value? Look at a little Tretch. 700. Wow, you're adorable. Warp Fire Throwers are about to break as soon as the Marauders actually get into melee combat with them. Go, Warp Fire, go. Doing your best. But I think that's it. This bounce power is almost entirely in Tretch, and that's a dangerous place to have it. Army losses! Army losses. Sorry, I'm just answering a message. Okay. Cool. So for John FB, we have 773 on Tretch, 500 on the Assassin, 600 on the Plague Priest. All of the Clan Rats died real quick. Warp Fire Throwers didn't get good value, unfortunately for them. Warp Grinders did their best, and Rat Ogres, mixed. For AC Moore, Wulfric did great. Chaff Throwers did great. Skirmish Cav did just fine. Ogres did really, really well. And Dogs died. GG, well played. I need a boop. There we go. Dark Elves, Lizardmen, Morgos, Tomb Kings. That probably is going to be a Dark Elf pick. Lizardmen usually struggle here. I have a couple builds I liked as Lizardmen, but they were more fun than effective. I'd say I still lost about 40% of the time. Wait, not 40%. I won 40% of the time versus the Tomb Kings as Lizardmen. I used to like Salamander hunting packs here, but now recently they somehow feel like they've gotten more janky than before. Less likely to fire if that was even possible. How's the bracket doing? In the time we played one game, has anybody played two? Nope. Frankly, I would be alarmed if that was the case. So change, sorry, I need to just respond to this message. Okay. Dealing with Ent Ladder stuff in the background while these guys pick armies. Dark Elves versus Tomb Kings. Now you have to take some jank units, so the meta is already a little shifted. But normally, Dark Shards, good armor-piercing missiles here. Cold One Knights are really good cav versus the Chariots and Ushapti and such. You just have to dodge the arrows. Blackhawk Corsairs, I see them a lot, though I've recently been souring on them as a unit. They seem to just suck and die. For Tomb Kings, couple of Ushapti, Great Bows, couple of Chariots, Arc in the Black. Usually what you do. Captain Teelis. Captain Teelis. How you doing, dude? How you doing? I hope well. Sorry, those rates. View certain channels. Otherwise, same. Captain Teals, how you doing, man? I put a poll out for... what campaign to run first, and overwhelmingly the vote on both YouTube and Discord was for Ogres. But then CA had Ogre Day as like one of their last days in the pre-game hype. So I think someone commented, I think it was Chasing Rainbows, like, oh gosh, everybody's playing Ogres. And it's like, I left it up to the poll. It's what people wanted to see. Doing Ogres. And we're yawning, which is always good. John FB has a build. This is a build. I have feelings about it. That's all I can say for now. I'm gonna miss Skaven. I'm gonna really miss Skaven for a lot of months, unless they get added a lot quicker than I would think. But I don't think they're gonna get added for quite a while. Doing good. Accidentally picked up a day at work on Warhammer 3 release, though. Oof. That's tragic. That's tragic. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. Stream some of our Ogre campaign. But I don't know what else we'll stream. Probably some domination battles in quick battle format. I have not played any of Warhammer 3 though, so I am going to suck. Who is texting me? How do I even get to it? Check his Discord and video. Standard domination, yes. How will you live without your precious doom wheels? I don't know. I will actually be pretty sad. I'm glad there's a whole bunch of new content I can enjoy, so I don't think I'll get bored. But without my rats, multiplayer won't be as exciting. I'm a one trick and I'm okay with it. For John FB, we have double shades. We have a Hydra. He was thinking about a Charybdis, but I think that's one meme too close to the sun. Dark Riders, Cold One Knights, Dread Spears, Bleak Swords mixed in as well. 2 Bolt Throwers, a Death Hag, and Barathi. So the Death Hag, the Hydra, and 2 Shades are the 4 Jank units. For the Tomb Kings, we have 5 Skeleton Spearmen, we have 3 Chariots, we have 2 Nehakara Warriors, 1 Hyro Titan, Chosen of the Gods, Tomb Scorpion, I'm guessing Khalida. It is Khalida. Khalida is a super popular lord in this tournament format. Everybody wants an excuse to use Khalida. Lich Priest of Life with Shem's Burning Gaze, and a Lich Priest of Death with Spirit Leech. It's funny because Kalida's extremely popular in this format, but she still sucks. Like, I haven't seen her do well. She's just around. Look at this big snake with his big snake tail. He even has, like, a little rattle. Huh. Multi-headed bastard. 2FA. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I will read that more later. Both players are ready. We're off to the races. Now with double Bolt Thrower, the Dark Elf should definitely have the range advantage, force the Tomb Kings forward, and they could even immediately target the Chosen of the Gods and take out some of those big models. Should be a good start. Chosen of the Gods aren't especially great at taking out Bolt Throwers until they get a little closer. Their missile spread at too far of a range can be a detriment. A little bit. The Hydra is the most festive of the SEMs. He is kind of Christmassy, isn't he? Just a little bit. Marathi getting hit by a nasty Spirit Leech that takes out, like, good lord, 700 HP? That's a lot. Though the Overcast, I guess, wasn't very one-sided. Also did a lot of damage over there. Bolt Throwers poking skeletons for now, but I imagine as soon as those Ushapti Great Bows enter their range, they will fire upon them. Ushaptis instead, though, instead of trying to trade with the other artillery, they are just going to shoot at this War Hydra. Now he has a little bit of missile resist. 35, which seems like a lot until you see the Chosen of the Gods hit them with multiple at the same time. Then it doesn't feel like a lot anymore. Shem's Burning Gaze is going to hit Marathi. They really want her dead. What is that? What even was that? What just happened? Is that the Venom Staff? Does Khalida have the Venom Staff? Holy crap, she does. Alright, more going in deep. Now, the Venom Staff does not do great damage to anything ever, but especially not foot characters. So Marathi's just fine. Another Spirit Leech, this time from the Hyro Titan. We're really trying to take out Marathi, and she should probably throw down a Soul Stealer soon to get a little bit of poke damage onto Khalida, but also just to heal herself back up. The Hydra is getting Chosen of the Gods. She's not good. You hate to see it. Lots of damage on that guy. Cold One Knights should probably filter up and through. Try to take out the chariots and move up to the Chosen of the Gods. Marathi is very low. She needs to put out a Soul Stealer, and soon, if she's going to heal up. I haven't seen one yet. Hydra's hanging in there leadership-wise. Nearby routing allies will not help him out whatsoever. Who's messaging me? Does Imric on the Dragon count as 2? Sorry. Alright, Marathi routed. I don't know if she used the Soul Stealer. It doesn't look like she did. And she is just going to Spirit Leech away. And that is what Spirit Leech can do to single entities. Holy crap, she's down to 31 HP. Very far ahead for more at this point. Hydra is also routing off. Bolt throwers, I don't know what they're shooting at, but the Shades are deleting that Hyro Titan. Oh my word. That is very dead. He is very, very dead. Marathi's back with 31 HP. She has to 100% throw out a Soul Stealer on literally anything. She just needs to heal up before another Spirit Leech hits her in the face. That's all she needs. It doesn't matter if it's a good Spirit Leech. Not Spirit Leech. It doesn't matter if it's a good Soul Stealer. It just needs to be a Soul Stealer. She is at 1 HP. Nope, that's just the thing it does before she dies. Marathi is officially dead. Balance power does swing back towards the middle a little bit, though, as the Hyro Titan officially dies. Eek, eek, eek. The big spook. Coldwind Riders got shredded down. Chosen the Gods just have to have crazy value this game. Oh boy. Bolt throwers, how are we doing? One is rallying to get back to its models. The other ones are getting surrounded by Ushapti. Bounce power is quite against the Dark Elves. The Shem's Burning Gaze hits a Hydra in the face. It is still healing up a little bit though, and the Death Hag could maybe go dual Kolita. Tomb Scorpion's quite healthy. Chariots look to be okay. Looks like there are 2 of them left, but they're both pretty healthy. Hydra gets a nasty shot on the Tomb Scorpion, still healing up. Maybe if he can get more of those, like, big regen bursts, he can stay in this fight, but nope, he immediately breaks as soon as I talk about it. And the only thing really still in this fight is 1 unit of Shades. Oof. Oof ba-boof. You hate to see it. Marathi on foot dying so quickly is a big problem, obviously. Hydra heals up a little bit, keeping the balance of power, not in army losses for the Dark Elves, but it is looking really bad. Positive things. Shades will rally soon. Ushapti will go away. I mean, that's all I can think of. It's looking pretty dire. Chosen of the Gods are almost out of ammo. They have 1 volley left. Hydra should be able to come back. I think that's going to be army losses, though. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We love the Hydra. They're just janky. They get shot a lot. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Marathi, 490 value. Shades with great swords, 1,100, 700. Hydra only got 500. Coldwind Knights got 700. Bolt throwers, 300. Kalita, 1,300. That's the most I've ever seen her get, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Chariots got amazing value. Tomb Scorpion did fine. Chosen Gods did fine. Hyro Titan got shreked. GG, well played. Okay. So what do we need to do? Anything? I'm still waiting on my opponent between Artisan, Tech Priest, and Way. Let's see if there's any games we can sneak out. These guys are on Dock Karaz, which is the second map. Let's see how it's going. Hiya. What? Score. I'll update the names. I don't know the scores yet, though. Artisan, Tech, PW. because it's Priest West, but that's way too long. On the other side, we have the dreaded Haggard XMT Way. 0-1. He has one. Alright, I don't even have to adjust the numbers. So I will face whoever wins this. It looks like Way is up 1-0. We do love to see the Tomb Kings win. What? Weird. Sorry, I got distracted reading a thing about the ogres that didn't look like it made any sense. I'm nervous for Warhammer 3. I feel like I gotta make it look good. Gotta do my best. I don't know what that is, because I haven't streamed campaign a lot except with bantering with Anticity. I haven't had a solo stream campaign in a long time. I don't know if I have what it takes to be a campaign streamer. Greenskins versus Skaven. Artisan's taking very close to build he took against me, and we'll see if it works there. Didn't work versus me, but it was very close. RNGesus favored me. I wonder if Artisan's internet's going to be better than it was earlier today. Maybe. There are some weird rock formations beneath the ground. Holy crap. When is it going to be available? Steam just shows the 17th, no exact time. I read an article that said for me it was going to be available at like 3 in the morning. So I'll wake up around 6, have breakfast, stream at 7. Jeremy's here! Jeremy, it has been a while. It's been 6 years since I last saw you. Alright, for Artisan Tech Priest's dreaded greenskin build versus Skaven, he has the Arachnarch Queen, Grom the Paunch, River Troll Hag. Other than that, he has 4 Squig Herds to fulfill the Jank unit rule. He has 4 Orc Boys, 1 Black Orc, and 3 Rock Labas. For Way, we have 4 Warp Fire Throwers, a bunch of Skaven Slaves, 1 Plague Monk, 4 Rat Ogres, 3 Wolf Rats. Excuse me. Queek Head Taker, fuck yeah. An Assassin and a Plague Priest on a bell. But we have Queek, so I'm happy. 2 a.m. CST, 8 a.m. GMT. It releases in about 6 hours. Yeah. Good. So yeah, I'll wake up bright and early and start streaming that shit. You can preload the game right now? Yes, I can, and I did. Also, Slicker Masher, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, dude? How you doing? Oh, look at that lady. She's spooky. Spooky, spooky spider lady. You think there was a release map on Steam? Jeremy, are you getting Warhammer 3? Or are you going to keep playing 2 for a bit? I could focus on the game a little bit, I suppose. 4 Warp Fire Throwers will do very well against all of the Greenskin front line. 3 Goblin Rock Lava's probably not going to do that much damage. I don't think. And then what can kill the single entities? Queek does alright versus Grom specifically. Rat Ogres do okay against the Ragnarok Queen. I think the Skaven have a pretty good army for what's going on here. You've been doing good. You've been here but lurking and watching streams after. If you're enjoying the content, that's all that counts to me, man. Kind of wish my test comes back positive for COVID tomorrow so I can get quarantined. Damn, Cuden. The release patch? I don't know. Not Effigy. I was talking a little bit to Anticity, and he said CA hadn't told him about any patches in the very near future yet, but he didn't tell me too much, so don't know. No idea when I'll have time to play it. Jeremy, just quit your job. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy breezy. The rats with the big backpacks will scurry forwards as they are constantly under attack from rock lavas. Rock lavas and trebuchets alike as Skaven, I usually just ignore them until they run out of ammo, but it is heavily RNG dependent. If they actually get good hits, they can do decent damage, but usually they will just miss you. Usually. Possibly. John FB, as another fellow Skaven main, how are you going to cope with Warhammer 3 not having our little ratty fellows in it for a long time? How does that make you feel? Because I'm scared. I'm scared to not play Skaven for over a week. 3 weeks even. Months. Years. Scrum might charge some more fire throwers. Looks like Rat Ogres are going to take their place on the front line and try to zone him out. He thinks about getting zoned, and then he's instead just going to take the fight anyway, with other Rat Ogres pouring in. Warp fire throwers coat the Arachnarok Queen in flames, but nothing comes of it. Little Spider Summon from the Greenskins is going to immediately rout upon being surrounded by Rat Ogres and Skaven slaves. They are quite cowardly little spider summons. There has to be one soon. You saw a big Slanesh bug where a tech screws up your campaign mechanics. Ugh, that's no good. And John FB's sad. And I've made him sad. This is a bit of an overextension from the Greenskins. As you can see, Queek and all of his Rat Ogre pals are already on top of the Arachnarok Queen. Looks like there is a purple sun being cast onto her to clear out the Skaven slaves, but that might be a waste of Winds of Magic in my opinion. And the Arachnarok Queen is already down to half HP as Queek and the Rat Ogres are destroying her with a little bit of help from the Warp Fire Throwers. Oof, that is a big loss for the Greenskins. Meanwhile, Plague Monks get to collide with Orc Boys, and they're trading well over there, and Skaven slaves are not doing so great. Warp Fire Throwers lowering the leadership of the Arachnarok Spider with their Discourage Aura thing on the fire, and she's already going to break. Now it is Grom's turn to feel the pain of Queek. He does have Trophy Heads and Verminous Valor, so we can at least debuff Grom the Paunch quite significantly. How are we doing elsewhere? Where are the Wolf Rats? Wolf Rats are running around. It looks like one has been mildly forgotten, but 2 are kind of circling through the front line. The Warp Fire Throwers now turning their vengeful gaze onto the River Troll Hag, doing okay damage for having an AoE attack. She is weak to fire after all. Queek's still trying to fight Grom. He has not popped Trophy Heads yet. I wonder if that is coming soon. Warp Fire Throwers sending devastating fire upon the front line. Orc Boys are not loving it. Doomsage will probably play both 50-50 or 75-25 favored for 2, depending on whether I like any of the factions besides Kislev. It's current year. Very howdy yeehaw. How you doing, dude? You excited to stream 3 tomorrow? Or are you not streaming 3 tomorrow? What's going on over there? Grom has Wah Pop. Still no debuff from Queek for our boy Grom. I wonder if he used it earlier and it just wore off or something, but should probably use it if he has it. I wouldn't hate for Wolf Rats to sneak up and through the lines to go take out all of these Rock Labas, really shut them down. While you're not super scared of them, I mean, free value is free value. And Grom does manage to push out of the big blob, leaving the River Troll Hag all on her own. Queek should either focus her or chase down Grom. Those are his two only real options. Other than that, though, the greenskins are looking a little thin. There are still squig herds running around. There are some black orcs, but you can see a lot of their units have taken big damage. So have the Skaven, to be fair, but Skaven had a much bigger build to begin with, so they're kind of more okay with their losses. Squigger's been routed off, some more warp fire throwers are rallied, and wolf rats are onto the chase game. I'm not really sure what they're doing. They have to be, especially this Forgotten unit, has to be used much more aggressively as artillery shutting down to them. Although it shouldn't be too long until they bring the old factions, it only took a month for Warhammer 1. I hope it is also quite short. Finish work at 10 a.m. We'll be streaming for show. What factions are you picking first? Discord and YouTube both voted for me to start with the Ogre Kingdoms as a campaign. As for online, I don't know. I'll try a couple, see how I feel about them. Slaanesh for life. Slaanesh because you're a degenerate. Fair enough. Wolf rats do get a little more active on the backline, immediately shut down one Goblaba before spiders are going to get someone right behind them, but they've already killed the crew. Not even shattered it, just killed it. Black Orcs getting killed by Queek and the boys. Where is Grom? Grom is healing. Grom is running around. Full health Wolf Rat probably wants to go up and take out this Goblaba that isn't being puppy guarded by the Arachnarok Queen. Rat Ogres chasing down Orc Boys will immediately rout them, and then Squig Herds will rally, rampage, and rout, as is their birthright. Wolf Rats need to go over there. Go. You're thinking of playing Khorne, just run into people, fits my lazy playstyle. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I will play every campaign eventually, but I took Khorne off my initial list just because I wasn't that interested in it. It feels very snowbally, like kill a bunch of people, kill more people, kill all the people, and you win the game, or you don't kill people fast enough and you fall behind and you lose. We'll see. Balance of power is kind of creeping back to even a little bit as the Skaven are slowly getting ground out. Slowly, mostly Grom Punch, just running around, routing things. Wolf Rats are coming back, and Wolf Rats and Rat Ogres are teaming up to take out yet another Goblin Rock Lava crew. And as soon as they get killed, you'll see that balance of power swing pretty heavily in the favor of the Skaven as all that ammunition is taken out of play. Bada bing, bada boom, they're ahead once again. I wouldn't hate for these units to come over here and hit the River Troll Hag. Rat Ogres are faster than her, so they can catch up to her. Queek's okay. He could maybe catch her. But they gotta shut down those Spirit Leeches. For the Greenskins, we have one Rock Lava with a good amount of ammo. We have an Arachnarok Queen who's still throwing out summons. Grom is healing up. River Troll Hag is healing up. And that's all they have except for a Squig Herd. That's a summon. It'll go away soon. They have a Squig Herd that's alive. That's it. So it's single entities. You're excited to see what the meta when the old factions are added? That's the real hype for you? I imagine Wood Elves will be quite good. So people were talking about it on the EU stream. I think Wood Elves will be very strong. Brofist, but it's a giant lobster claw. Very Slaaneshi of you. Black Orcs route, along with some spider summons and then the Squig Herd. So everything's routing. And we are once again back to the basic 4 things. Catapult, 3 single entities. That's it. Wolves running in. They will be pulled back, which is good. They don't want to run in without any support or they'll just instantly tear her out. Might want to use the Wolves to chase off the Black Orcs and Squig Herds. Make sure they don't come back. Use everything else to pile into the fight. Queek will be very good here, especially if he has Trophy Heads up. He could just nerf Grom into non-existence. Yet another Spirit Leech for the Rat Ogres. They do not love that. The Wolf Rats rallied on the far side have to be summoned pretty quick. They need to come over here and chase these units or do something. Wolf Rats, first in, first out. They are going to tear out quite soon. It's coming, just you wait. Pitfires of Hell's Deep need to be rallied. Rat Ogres terror out, Wolf Rats terror out, everything terror outs. Balance power's creeping back to the middle for the Greenskins. But Queek's in here now, and he has Trophy Heads onto Grom, lowering his melee defense to 0 and his melee attack to 40, even with Lucky Banner Pop. Now it's down to 16-0, so oof. There is no Assassin, so no Assassin's Trophy to follow up. Queek is taking a 1v2 against Grom and the River Troll Hag. He's kind of losing it, which is a little sad. The balance power is almost dead even once again. Wolf Rats now being remembered, coming in to try and rear charge some Black Orcs. That'll rout them off. If they can rout the A Ragnarok Spider again. That is good. That'll be less spider summons for the greenskins, so no more chaff. Rat Ogre's trying to come back. Trying is the key word. Very, very, very low on leadership. Might want to just charge to get the little charge leadership buff. And the Ragnarok Queen does route. Balance power again in the favor of the Skaven. It's just kind of seesawing between the middle and the Skaven. It's going to be hard to cope with Skaven withdrawal until the Immortal Empires kicks in. Yup, and it looks like we will get no... Oh, God. No Skaven withdrawal for right now, as they are about to kill Grom the Paunch. But that's a plague cast from the Skaven to kill all of their own units. Oh, why? Why would you do that to yourself? It's so painful. And they do win. GG. You've been trying to finish a Wood Elf campaign in honor of Human Boy, but you haven't been able to play in a week. Oh, sorry, good sir. I have also been quite busy the past few weeks, but this week's been okay. It's about to get busy again, but it's been okay. Queek got about 2,000 value, which surprises me a little bit. Felt like he was not doing anything, but he did that. Okay. Rat Ogres did great. Plague Priest did fine. Orb Fire Throwers, mixed. For Artisan Tech Priests, Grom did well. River Troll did well. Rock Labas, mixed. Squig Herds, not amazing. GG, well played. I'm up. I gotta go fight Way. Let's do this. Way. At Way. Fight me. I don't know if we're going to win. I think we're going to lose. Maiden has advanced on the top side. So he'll fight FNG if FNG's here. Cauliflower and Stormrunner are still fighting. Way and myself will battle to see who will get the honor of fighting AC more. Cool. Hummus. And then XMT Way. Great. I will take away his point, though. He has not earned it yet. And our maps are Galbaraz to start. And I am top bracket. So we will go Skaven something. Queek strong, mightiest, bestest. He is. He is the mightiest. He is the bestest. Way, come fight me. I thought I just saw him, but I missed him. No, he's here. It's fine. Yo, yo. Skaven and... Lizardman. Skaven and Lizardman. What are the units we even have to pick from if we're Lizardmen? Gorok, Nakai, Croak, Horned Ones, Pistolodon, Rev Crystals, Croxagores, Carnosaurs, Dreadsaurian, Salamander hunting packs, and Razordon hunting packs. Okay. Skaven and Wood Elves? I don't know about Wood Elves. What even are their units? Orion, Glade Captain, War Dancers, Wildwood Rangers, Blade Singers, Zotes, and an Ancient Tree Man. Okay. We hate wood elves in this house. You pick chaos. Lizman. We'll do the lizards. The glizzies. The glizzy lizzies. Alright, what do I have to bring? Gorok, Nakai, Croak, Horned Ones. I don't want Gorok. I don't want Gorok. Gorok sucks. I'll leave my lord for now. What else do I need? Horned Ones? I can dance with some Horned Ones. Let's get Horned Ones. Bestowed on Rev Crystals, Croxagors, Carnosaurs, Dreadsaurians, Salamander hunting packs, and Razordon hunting packs. Okay. Let's do some Razordons. Salamanders feel like they have bad armor piercing. They have bonus versus large. What does Chaos have to bring? Kolek, Aspiring Champions, Chosen, Chaos Knights, Armored Chaos Trolls, Giants. Okay, so 2 Razordons isn't that bad. 2 Razordons. Let's get Mazda Mundi. Because I want to run my combo. I want to run the dreaded Hummus Boy, Hummus combo. Mazda Mundi, and then a different Engine of the Gods, so I can net things and then laser beam them to death. That's the plan. Aside from that, Skinks to do some blocking. How many SEMs do we have? 2, so I could get a third. Do we want a third? I mean, do we really want a third? Could just get 2 red cresteds. It seems okay. Skinks, Horned Ones, Razordons, Mazda, Engine of the Guts. Easy breezy color cover girl. Hunting packs are actually good here. Well then. I'm a meta tryhard, I guess. It's a good house. John FB, we have a great house. We have been in discussions to get Ent Ladder up after the hiatus of a couple weeks between deathmatch battles or pitch battles or land battles, whatever you want to call them. Best of 3 versus best of 1. It's been a lot of talks, but we're thinking we're going to go with pitched battles and best of 3 rather than domination. Is what we're thinking on right now. I also want to start a league for clans, but I'll need to wait for Game 3 to be out for a bit to start that. Possibly. How's the bracket doing? Kalychar and Stormwind are still fighting. FNG and Maiden, I don't know if they've even found each other yet. Then more is waiting for us. Yeah, it's all 3 games. Why is Elden Ring coming out so close to Warhammer 3? I might start streaming some Elden Ring. We'll see. It's supposed to come out the 20th? Eek. Want me to start the AI speedruns? When viewership on them is good? Got him. Can we have a Skaven only clan? Of course. Of course. The speedruns, I don't know when the viewership on them's better. I will do more of that stuff in Sieges in Game 3. It's just the participation was so low in Game 2 that I kind of gave up on it because it wasn't good for the channel. But I'm hoping Game 3 has people with a more creative mindset. By creative, I mean experimental. By experimental, I mean... You know what I mean. Grace is laughing. That's never good. That's never good. You are waiting? Yes, more. I'm getting there. All right, I'll try to win quickly because I'm the greatest player that's ever lived. Ever. Ever. I feel like a community Baldur's Gate 3 stream would be pretty pog when that comes out. Oh, yeah, I remember my friend Sarah was playing a lot of that, and then I didn't hear anything about it for a long time. Ready, ready. Good luck, have fun. What's he playing again? Chaos? That's probably fine. What's his unit count? Ah. Small. Okay. So we have a giant Kolek Suneater, triple chariot, a Deathcaster with Spirit Leech and Purple Sun. We have another giant Mirror Guard, chosen with halberds, and more Chaos Marauders and such. Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. He's going to Spirit Leech this one, and I'm going to heal it. Nope. Okay. Suit yourself, mate. Horned ones. There's nothing for you to flank, actually. Come back here and protect me. Ah, there it is. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew one more time, then you're going to run. Pew, 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 pew. All right. You guys keep pew-pewing. Just keep pew-pewing. Okay, horned ones are here specifically to countercharge chariots, and that's pretty much it. Alright. Razordons. How are we doing? Do your best to shoot Kolek in the mouth. Horned ones, go find those chariots and show them the meaning of pain! Infinite pain. Well, whatever. It's done now. Solar Engine, kill these chosen, please. Mazda Mundi, kill these chosen, please. Okay. Let's get a big ol' smackaroni. Run, my precious little Razordons, run. That went quite well. We're behind on the balance of power? Says who? Since when? We terror-outed Chosen. Okay. Down, down. You guys do your best. Let's get some healing to these horned ones. And get them to start zoning out some shit. You guys try and kill Kolek, who I will net for you. Okay, we're netting down Kolek, which is good. We love netting down Kolek and shooting him with Razordons. Got some good damage onto those chariots. Run away from the Mirror Guard. Don't really want to fight them as much. And we're fighting back into this a little bit. Just a little bit. Razordons aren't doing as much to Kolek as I would have hoped, but they're doing okay. Razordons start refocusing onto that giant over there. Don't do that. Don't be stupid. The thing right now you're doing, it's called being stupid. Okay, horned ones, kite away. You, come here. You... throw out that before you die. Okay, horned ones have routed off those chariots. Let's get over here and get onto these chariots. Meanwhile, Mazda, just keep doing your best. You're doing great, buddy. Just keep trying to fight, I guess. We'll kill Kolek as best we can. Horned ones are fighting away. Where's this full health skink that I forgot about? Oh, very far away. It chased something to its death. Oh, no. No, Master, don't run. No. Horned ones, don't run. No. Oh, Mazda died. That's GG. Oh, Mazda died. That's GG. Okay. Rush, rush, ever. Horned ones, jank. Horned ones are kind of jank. Did you not see them there? They were jank. Razordons did okay. Mazda and the Engine of the Gods did okay. We honestly got good value. I don't know how it went so poorly. Giants and Kolek did most of the work for Way. Nice job. Why do I have 3 pings? Razordons did not carry much there. They had plenty of time to shoot. They were just a little silly. Southern Chaos Wastes. Okay, Skaven... No, wait. I did Skaven Lizardman, so it's his turn to pick 2. And then I'll pick Skaven to whatever he picks anyway. Maiden has advanced over FNG because FNG backed out. College and Stormrunner are still going. Spear Rod is probably better than Horned Ones, but Horned Ones... Jank? Yes, they are. Your picks. Dowie and Wood Elves. Skaven it is. I'm doing it, no matter what. Can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. So what we need is Foot Icket. We need Foot Icket. We need 4 purple globes. We need 4 green globes. We need 3 warp fire throwers. Then we need wolves. We need lots of wolves to chase down those dreaded haggard archers. Skaven slaves, how much do you cost? Okay, we get 1 rat ogre. This is probably a bad idea, but here we are. Call HR beat Stormrunner in a 2-1 series. Damn, must have been intense. Slicker Masher, I don't see why you're being a silly. This is the perfect build. Oh, dwarves? I need to change some things. Alright, I'm ready. No, warp fire throwers are shitty against dwarves. Let's rethink this. Let's get rid of all of these things. What the hell? Where are the rules for this tourney? They're in the challenge, but it's a basic tourney, except you just have to take some jank units. Otherwise, it's normal. Just have to take some jank units. So we'll do Queek. Trophy head, stand your ground is all fine. Let's do a Warlock Engineer with Howling Warp Gale and Warp Lightning. Hooray. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 11. So I can have one more ranged unit. I'll cut one of these and get some normal shit. Scavino slaves, some doggos, the good stuff. Who won last game? He did. It was close, though. Oh, sorry. You're right. I should update the scoreboard. I see. I see. But we're taking purple globes. Can't stop me. Can't stop a man from dreaming. What units does he have to take as the dwarves? Grombrindle, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, Runesmith, Hammerers, Iron Drakes, Bolt Throwers, Organ Gunner, Flame Cannon. Okay. I have Jezzails and Purple Globes. A lot of Purple Globes. Just like so many. Okay. Skirmish mode off. You. So we want Jezzails on the front to get as close to the cannons as quickly as possible before they all get shot to death. We'll back them up with purple globes. I have green globes on the far flanks. Let them spread as much as possible so cannons don't rip through me. And then we'll have Scavino slaves do some Scavino slaving. Dogs to run around and chase stuff. Feeling good. Feeling good about this. See no issues with which could possibly arise here. Lizards were unable to shoot down all the chariots in Kolek. Razordons expended nearly all their ammo but couldn't quite carry. Oh, you're just recapping last game, I see. That is correct. That is what happened. I am, in fact, trash. Where are you? Oh, way at the end. Okay. It's a small dwarven army. We're gonna shoot him. Ah, gyrocopters and bolt throwers. What do they have? Brimstones? No, just regular gyrocopters. Okay, gotta get past them so you're out into the map, my little friends. Run, wolf rats, run! Run from the big bad meanie gyrocopters. Okay, our just not even gonna lie, our wolf rats are definitely screwed. There's not a whole lot they could do about gyrocopters in this guy. So we'll just have to take out these bolt throwers as quickly as possible, I suppose. Giselle's gonna kill that bolt thrower nice and quick. Work on the next one while the other three very suddenly turn over here. Ah, can't quite get him. Okay, globes, you gotta move up. Globes, you gotta move up. Globes, you gotta move up. Okay. We'll go for the long flank. Please gotta go over here. A globe to every dwarf, and to every dwarf a globe. Oh, wow. Those guys landed on the ground. Alright, go get them, wolf rats. Oop. Wolf rats couldn't quite get him. Okay. You guys turn and fire, you guys turn and fire. Wolf rats charge him in the butt, I guess? Don't throw it now that I have wolf rats in the area. Come on, figure it out, bud. Okay, we have slayers all over the goddamn place. That's pretty exciting. Stay there for a second, bud. Okay. It's a lot of slayers. Pretty not excited about that. Giselles that are back, shoot up at them. You guys bomb down the slayers. We're all doing our best at killing stuff. Belagar's out here. Just living his best life. Purple globes are just throwing at Belagar. Whoops. That's a fuck up. Slayer Rush is doing pretty well, all things considered. And that's a lot of slayers, Chief. Okay. Try to get Skaven slaves to go deal with that? Not sure if they can. Mostly it's about dealing with what damage you can. But this is a similar, actually, build to what Umay's kept taking against me and beating me with. Ooh, actually, turn around and kill them. Kill those gyrocopters while they're on the ground. Does he have... Oh, he has Revenge Incarnate. That son of a bitch. Fine, I'll turn and fight him, even though I really don't want to. Oh, Queek's breaking. Of course, Queek loses to Belagar Ironhammer in melee combat. It's not like his only thing is melee combat. God, Queek is trash. Gonna be honest, I think Queek is worse than Tretch. Actually, that is a fact. Queek is worse than Tretch. My God. Which race are you going to play in Warhammer 3? I was going to play Nurgle. I heard he's trash, though. So, I don't know. Maybe Slanesh? Maybe. Queek is such garbage. Holy shit. Like, I finally put him in a situation that he's set up for, and he just sucks and dies. Well, that's a shame. GG, well played. Queek is mad trash, dude. How did Belagar insta-kill him? Oof. Sucks, because he's like my favorite character in the lore, but he's so bad. So bad. Anyway. Yeah. You can lose the dwarves that way. That's... Still, though. Umayya's took a similar thing where he took like 3 cannons, 2 bolt throwers, the ROR grudge thrower, and then 4 gyros. And you just spam down your opponent so that their Jezzails can't kill anything. Queek's just utter shit. See you in the next round. I mean, Queek costs more is the problem. Like, Queek costs more than Belagar. Because all he had was Revenge Incarnate, and he costs 300 less gold than Queek, and Queek just sucks dick. Unfortunately. What up, Knighthood? What campaign Skaven can play should I play from the base game options? That would just be Skrulk and Queek, unless you mean Skrulk, Queek, and Tretch, even though Tretch is technically a DLC. Queek probably is the best campaign, position-wise. Skrulk's is a little slow for my taste. Skrulk's is a little slow for my taste. Tretch's is pretty terrible. Queek's is good. It's fine. It's a lot of Lizardmen. I just want to see what happened with Belagar here, because that was wild. $66-67 versus $70-60. 66-43. 98-60 versus 66-43. It's down to half health already. Trophy heads lowers him down to 86-20. And then Queek swings at him and hits him but doesn't do very much damage. Yeah, he gets like... He's just swinging so slowly. Holy shit, he only swung 1 time. That Belagar swung 4 times and he swung once? Trash unit. Holy fucking shit. Every time you don't think Queek can disappoint you more, he does. Oh my god. He's so fucking bad. He's so fucking bad. You really enjoy Death Hamster? Yeah, but he was asking about the base game. The DLCs for this Skaven are all really, really good. They're all really, really good. Ickets is probably the best in my opinion out of all the other ones. Yo. Way rewatched it. Queek swung once in the time you swung 5 times. Oh my god, dude. Queek depresses me. He depresses me so hard. He's such a terrible character. I hate it. I hate it. But yeah. Anyway, more serious conversation. The dwarf matchup's bad, but it's not unwinnable for the dwarves. You just kind of have to go... You have to go all in one direction. You either have to go all in on Vanguard Rush or all in on outshooting them. And Wade went all in on outshooting them, and then I kind of had like a half and half build where it's like I had a bunch of globes ready for a rush, but then I had a bunch of Jezzails ready to shoot, but I couldn't outshoot him, so then I lost all my Jezzails, and then we just got shot to death. And that's how that goes. Oof. That's why the attack speed animations are so underrated. The new Lord of the Rings trailer is the cringest thing ever. I didn't watch it for agoraphobic news, but I hoed. All right. Come on, figure out how to say words. Anyway, I heard it was pretty bad. That's why Vargolfs are much better than on paper. Poor Skaven. Yeah. I just took a meme build, and he took a relatively serious build in a bad matchup, which is fine. His first build was pretty meme. Yes, Liquor Masher, there was a fight where Marcus Wolfhart beat the Green Knight in melee combat. DLC are so cheap on sale, hard to think of better value for money. Yeah. It's pretty good. I'm salty about that last one. It sucks to lose Skaven versus Dwarves on stream. Even if you're memeing, it's just like the matchup's so terrible for Dwarves that losing it just makes you feel salty. Because you're like, I took a pretty bad build, and then his build is actually alright, and that's how that goes. Normally the build has 5 Giselles, that part was serious, but the rest was utter meme. You take like 1 globe, if even, or you take no globes, then you take 2 Death Runners, 2 Plague Monks, definitely not Queek. Queek is fucking trash. Just take Deathmaster. Take a Plague Priest on foot, get some summons. Don't take Howling Warp Gale, it's not worth it. That's about it. Some Skaven slaves. I was hoping the Purple Globes would do better, but they didn't do jack shit. They couldn't do anything against Slayers, because they only hit like 1 or 2 models at a time. They couldn't do anything against Gyrocopters, obviously. Couldn't get in range of the Bolt Throwers. Couldn't do anything to Belagar, so... The only target for the Purple Globes was unfortunately Dwarf Warriors, which there weren't that many of. John FB, wait, what, how, what? The Green Knight could not stand up to Marcus Wolfhart. His beard and stash combo. Oh, John FB, if you're talking about the... If you're talking about the Green Knight versus Marcus Wolfhart, that was just a hilarious display of RNG. It was pretty great. 9 V must be happy. Welcome, Knighthood. I was gonna... In Warhammer 3 tomorrow... well, maybe not just tomorrow, but I was gonna do like Logic had a format where I used to open a lobby and just say, "Come at me, bro," and like anybody could join and fight him and then leave. And I thought that would be kind of a replacement for your usual quick battles that you do. So I thought you would get a kick out of that. Maybe just open up a lobby and fight people. Though your high elves won't be in game 3, so I don't know what you'll play. You would think Queek would be the tanky assassin for sustained combat, and Snitch would be the stealth assassin. Yeah, like, yeah. Queek sucks. Like, his animations are garbage, but also he doesn't have a role, which is bad. And this is a meme tournament. I mean, you should be going meme. It's a janky unit tournament. Why didn't you go for 3 snipers, 2 mortars, snitch, and a plague priest and 1 catapult? Because I had to fulfill the jank units thing. I needed at least 4 units off of the bad unit list. And I got 6, so I didn't even go that hard on it. Wait, I had 4 purple globes, so I only went 5. I went 5 jank units. Lore of Ruin is... I agree, yes. Lore of Ruin is always worse than Lore of Plague. I was just trying to have some fun. You will only play the Order factions. What race are you going to play in Warhammer 3 since Skaven's not an option? Oh, in campaign, probably everything, obviously, but Kislev will probably be my favorite campaign. Online, I'm thinking I'll go Nurgle, though I've heard he's pretty shit, so I guess maybe Tzeentch? I don't know. I've also heard Cathay is pretty shit. They sound like Skaven, but just less good. Germans like Order. Okie dokie. So what do we have? For Chaos of More, we have Prince Sigvald. We have 4 Aspiring Champions to fulfill the Jank unit thing. Chaos Marauders across the front line. Then we have some Skirmish Cav, looks like 6 of them. Marauder Horsemasters, so 3 of them. Horsemen, so 3 and 3. Horsemen, Horsemasters. We have Chaos Warriors in the backfield. Got it. A Metalcaster with Plague of Rust and Searing Doom. On the other side for Way, Eternal Guard, so 4 of them. We have 3 Blade Singers, 3 Glade Riders with Spears, 1 Glade Rider with Hagbane Tips, the Enigmas of Gairan, Zotes, and Durthu. Always picking meta for Skaven, now Nurgle. Yeah. Okay. Eternal Guard do collapse on the Aspiring Champions. Their armor piercing will get through the Aspiring Champions' armor, nice and easy, but there being so few models on the Champions, it allows for all the Skirmish Cav to get easy shots in wherever they please. Wood Elf Infantry not doing great against Chaos Infantry. Honestly, I am glad that that is true. That would be sad if Chaos couldn't beat the Wood Elves in the infantry fight. You won't be buying Warhammer 3 on launch. Still got lots to do for Warhammer 2. That is brave of you, good sir. That's brave of you. You will also try to play ladder on Warhammer 2 old factions are in. Let's see. Well, I hope you'll join me for the come at me, bro. I think it'd be fun to play you. Ooh, Overcast the Plague of Rust onto Durthu, taking his armor down to 50, and then Sigvald pounces on him with all these Marauder Horsemen throwing out at the same time. Look at that damage. He's down to half health already. Ooh, ow, ooh. Oofta. Now the Enigmas will jump up here and try to get on the Marauder Horsemen. Horsemasters just push them off. I think they have a bound regrowth they could throw at Durthu, and they will, healing him up a little bit. Durthu's slapping Siggy around, and you can usually actually do that pretty okay. This happens in most games that you fight Sigvald, as Durthu is going to beat the shit out of him for quite a while. Can the Wood Elves win, though? It's hard to tell. I don't know how these Blade Singers will perform against Chaos Warriors. That might be deciding the game if they can kill everything. 6 Skirmish Cav are nearly unstoppable. Glade Riders or Spears are chasing them around. Marauder Horsemasters will just take the fight with them because they're okay light cavalry in their own right. And the Enigmas are going to get kited out. With that, the Wood Elves are starting to fall behind a little bit, and I would agree with the balance of power on that one. Just multiplayer may be a bit thin. 6 Skirmish Cav, this ain't enough jank at all. It's some jank. It's some jank for more. Durthu's popping in. Gonna slap some Aspiring Champions upside the head, make them feel the pain. Blade Singers will turn and fight the nearest infantry they can while getting shot in the back by Skirmish Cav. They do not love that whatsoever at all. That's a nasty volley. Holy crap, that took only a quarter of their health. I didn't expect much from the Glade Riders with Hagbane Tips, but apparently they're really good. Manticore Summon from Durthu, and he gets back to Sigvald, though another Plague of Rust comes his way, lowering his armor yet again. We all saw it before. Big Sword of Daith's going to do a lot of damage into this blob, but will it even be enough as 3 different Skirmish Cav are ripping Durthu a fat new one? He will die very soon. Without him, the Wood Elves are in deep. I'm kind of confused why the balance of power still thinks the Wood Elves are in this. I think they are most definitely dead as hell. Is there like an entire 5 units I've forgotten about? Or how is this still even? If not played out, Warhammer 2 might as well stick to it. Still surprises me with really fun campaigns after 2 years. A lot you have not done. Aspiring Champion Frontline isn't even janky. Blade Singer is the definition of jank, though. Yeah. Victim to the hype, Peter. Nice. Well, I don't know, man. I hope people stick around for the Warhammer 3 content on this channel. I know some people have been appreciating that we still do Warhammer 2 stuff, but I will be doing a ton of things for 3 now that I actually have access to it, so hopefully the channel gets some growth. Hopefully. Wood Elves are in mass exodus now. Army losses will come in for them very suddenly. Balance power was with them right up till the end, which I thought was weird. Chaos seemed to have it. Rip way. Durthu did actually pretty okay. Bladesinger struggled. Glade Rider struggled, and the Zotes really struggled. For more, Siggy didn't get that much done, but he survived. Chaos Warriors did okay. Aspiring Champs did okay. Skirmish Cav did excellently. Excellently. Alright, what's my brother saying? Okay. Alright, that is a lot to respond to, but I'll do my best. Okay. That'll have to be enough for now. VC Norska for more. He really likes that pick. Took it against John FB too. You will stay around. Good to see you, Knighthood. Girls didn't stand a chance versus 6 Skirmish Calf. See, you're also signed up for the tourney, Ryan G. Which tourney? Turin's tourney or this one? Because this one I already lost. This one I already lost. I memed too close to the sun. Got my ass kicked. Got my ass kicked. Okay. Sorry. I'm just reading some messages and I got a little distracted. I've been contacting the... Well, contact the new mods if we are doing that. I already told Doodles. I had a Skaven build versus VC. Yeah, it does involve Gorich. Gorich is really good for versus vampire counts, like unironically. After I talked to Evenstar about Gorich, and I disagreed with a lot about what he said, but one thing, he was like, Gorich is good in this situation. I'm like, that sounds like vampire counts. So I started taking him there, and he's really good. Yeah, Turin's got a new site up. I'm curious to see how that goes. It was marketed to me, not to me, I guess, but I heard that it was meant to be like a hub for the whole community. But right now, it looks like only his tournaments are getting posted there, because on my calendar, I have 3 tournaments that aren't turns that I've already signed up for, and they're pretty soon, but they're not on his calendar, so I don't know what's going on with that. I hope it eventually becomes a place for the whole community, because when Warhammer 2 was still popping, it was kind of hard to schedule tournaments because people would come up with them last minute sometimes. So it's like I would schedule something weeks in advance for a Saturday, and then on the day, like HW or Turin or Aerocrastic or Dov Plays would wake up that morning and be like, I feel like hosting a tournament with a $1,000 prize pool. All right, who's in? And then all my players would leave. And it was like, okay, cool. I planned this way ahead of time, but that's fine. So I'm kind of hoping all the tourney hosts start posting stuff in the same place sometime so we can stop stepping on each other's toes. It's Gorich, Arm, Mutant Radiger, Foot Throt, Plague on a Furnace, and the rest are Storm Vermins. That is a wild build, John FB. I'd like to see it, though. Sounds interesting. Current year, you find him okay against Warriors of Chaos? Maybe. My biggest problem with the Warriors of Chaos is that I find he gets surrounded by Chaos Spawn and beaten to death very easily. The site literally went up today. Clans and others need to post their stuff on there. From what I understand, it's like a board. Today was literally the first day it's been working. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if there's stuff behind the scenes going on. I'll have to see if I can post stuff there. Total Tavern. Oh, it doesn't remember me. It looks like we have Lizardman versus VC going. I think you have to message Turin. He has to post your tournaments, which is interesting. I also am very curious how his like tournaments pages are going to work, because they're kind of like their own challenge pages. And that's not curious as in doubt, that's curious as in literally curious. I just have never seen this format before, so I am interested to see how it goes. I know he was doing some testing for Game 3 came out, so I'm sure there's some... Sorry. Anyway, I know he's doing some testing, so there's got to be some sort of system, but I'm curious. Because right now it just looks like a page with a list, and then I wonder if the day of, does it fulfill the bracket? Or where does the bracket show up, or is there no bracket? I don't know. It's current year, there's a $600 domination tourney already in the pipes by the curved something guy. Yeah. Curved bubbles guy. A lot of money in domination. Just Packmaster, throw out as the 1000 health heal, so you can do twice. Just throw it, have that monstrous unit healing aura. Oh, that's what you're responding to. No, he has single target. Damn, the Packmaster's a complete meme. Yeah, Packmaster sucks. His leadership's too low to be useful. Thanks, Peter. I was just stretching, but thanks. Turn, you mean the AoE streamer? Got him. Got him. I'm hoping to stream some Elden Ring when it comes out, so I guess I'll be a mixed streamer for a while too, but I'll still probably do like 75 to 80% of my content as Warhammer. Alright, what do we got? So, for the Lizardmen of Way, we have Nakai the Wanderer, Lord Croak, triple Temple Guard, one of which is the Temple Guard ROR. We have 3 skin cohorts of Javelins, 2 Sacred Croxagors, and the cohort of Sotek. So the 4 Jank units are Croak, Nakai, and the 2 Croxagors. For the Vampire counts, we have the Red Duke, Fellbats, Double Banshee, 5 Zombies, 3 Graveguard with Great Weapons, 1 Corpse Card of Balefire, Cairn Wraiths, and double Vargulf. The 4 meme units here are the Red Duke, Double Banshee, and the Cairn Wraiths. Not gonna lie, I kind of want the VC to bring the Purple Sun or Deathwind just because. I think Purple Sun is actually really good versus Lizardmen just because they so frequently bring Saurus boxes in the specific matchup that if you take it and don't need it, it's like 130 gold. Yay. But if you take it and need it, you can get so much value off of it. Like 800 for a single Purple Sun. It's wild. I used to enjoy Turin's channel more in the past. Don't know what's changed. Something has. Knighthood, I can honestly articulate that. He stopped covering Warhammer content. This is at least my opinion on it. And this isn't against Turin as like a person. It's just like his content at the end of the Warhammer 2 life cycle. It felt like he used to be super in touch with the meta and he played a lot. And it was like really, really cool. And then he kind of did some other games, took some breaks because of his hand and stuff. And that's outside his control. But he fell a little out of touch with the meta. So then he couldn't offer as much like insight or help. And he just turned into like just a caster and just a personality. So he lost like some of what made his channel great, where he was like, he was a guy that knew a lot about the meta and knew a lot of the players and knew all this stuff, but he was also a really good personality. At the end of Warhammer 2, like he was just in and out too much, didn't play enough to know the meta. So I think in Warhammer 3, when he's excited about the game again and he plays it a bunch, I think his content will probably get a lot better again, is what I think. Because I know what you mean. I haven't enjoyed Turin content as much recently. It's still good. It's just not as, like, incredible. His live streams are always better than his one-off videos, in my opinion. I liked those a lot. Dude, you know what I missed? I missed the ECL. Turin's ECLs were always good. Because he had the clout to get really good players to sign up, and that shit was nuts. Alright. Red Duke is trying to solo out Lord Croak. Lord Croak withstanding it actually pretty well. Takes a third of his HP from a Gaze of Nagash that was... Don't know if it was Overcast or not, and a Breath Attack. Ooh, Nakai doing his janky charge animation, running straight forward into so many things. Double Banshee, the Red Duke, and Vargulfs all trying to chase him back. But now they're surrounded by Star Chamber Guardians, and there's a big spell going off that just deletes the Graveguard and the zombies. Just deletes it. Yeah, my last thought on the Turin point, and I'm sure chat's going to freak out at me pretty soon here. I'm very excited to see him in Warhammer 3. Because I didn't care too much about Age of Empires 4, so then I haven't gotten to watch as much Turin recently. So I'm happy to have him back. It's going to be fucking hype! Anyway, double Vargulfs, giving Croak the absolute business. Oh my god, he is going to die. Thankfully, he's unbreakable. He could back off if possible and live the rest of his days in solitude. But Karen Wraith's getting onto the Jab Skinks. Moore looks like he's taking control of this game, but the Red Duke is taking a lot of damage in return, so maybe I'm speaking too soon. Looks like we have a lot of Croxigors in here, making it difficult for the Red Duke to get out. He's slowly pathing his way out of here, and he will actually escape, then start to heal himself up. Sacred Croxigors are in here fighting random stuff. They do magic damage, so they'll actually kill all the Karen Wraiths quite easily, and the Lizardmen have dragged the bounce power back to the middle. Croak is still taking damage in the middle. He doesn't like that at all. Not a whole lot he can do about it. He's run out of places to run away to. Skink Hordes of Javelins, fighting zombies. That's good. Temple Guard still bumping and grinding. That's fine. Croak is fighting Banshees with his magic damage melee attacks. Fuck yeah, go Croak, go. He does try to avoid combat as much as possible at this point, though. And the carry potential for the Vampire counts. Their Graveguard with great weapons have suffered extreme losses, but their single entities are doing great. Their Banshees are fine, their Vargulfs are all fine, and the Lizards just lost their caster. So their infantry's been mostly cleared out, and that's really bad for them, because then the Temple Guard can focus up on the single entities. I think the balance power is even, but I think the Lizardmen are slightly ahead. Croak's dead, but all of his spells are AoE clearing, and at this point we're down to just zombies, so who cares? But this big pick on Nakai could seal the game for the Vampire counts if they can kill him, which he is running away. He does have the perfect Vigor aura, so all these Croxigors are still fresh and fighting. That's pretty wild. Last of the Graveguard are fading. Everything else is zombies. And we have some Jab Skinks just harassing the Red Duke, bringing his healing cap within sight, keeping him on his toes. How are Boxigors? 11 models, 12 models, so 23 out of 24 possible models. Oof. Oof. Javskink still having a little bit of difficulty using the last of their ammunition. Vargos are going to come over and start punching them, but the Lizards, behind on the balance of power, are still doing okay in the bump and grind fight, especially with Nakai still running around quite healthy. Karen Wraiths are fading away. Graveguard are fading. Temple Guard are terror routing. They also don't have ITP for some reason. They have to guard a dinosaur for a living, and yet they get spooked. That's weird. Are Banshees actually bad versus... Are Banshees bad versus VC? I'm slightly confused by that question. Do you mean like in the mirror? Those Javskinks have run out of ammo. These Javskinks still have some and they can throw in easily. These guys are going to get teared off with most of their javelins. That's a little bit of ouch. Nakai gets punted. Okay, didn't even know that could happen to him. And the Red Duke continues to take damage. Sacred Boxigors fighting. Ooh, actually, these Banshees are going to be very, very vulnerable to the Sacred Boxigors. That's brutal. Nakai's still in here. Javskinks are over there chilling. These Javskinks have returned from their terror route. The Karen Wraiths are chasing off the Skink Horse Javelins. Still have a lot of health. I wonder if they've gotten a little bit of healing or not. This Vargulf might be dead. He's at negative 44 leadership. If he takes more damage, he's going to get to that disintegration point and randomly fade away. Are Banshees good versus Lizardmen? Generally not. They have decent armor piercing and they're good at fighting single entities, but solar engines with... Bastildons with the solar engine can usually kill them quite easily. And most Slans have some form of magic damage that can do okay. It's just generally Banshees aren't that good here. But he had to take some form of jank unit, so he took Banshees. Nakai and his Sacred Box scorers are beating the shit out of these Banshees. They're both about to fade away. Lizards are ahead on the bounce power. I think they should have been there a while ago, but bounce power is a wild thing. We're down to 1 Vargulf and the Red Duke. That's it. Cairn Wraiths don't matter because Sacred Box scorers will just kill them super easily. And yeah, I think the VC are out of juice. I think they're out. Kai the Wanderer, big snipe here from the Red Duke. That was huge. Somehow Nakai stays in the fight, which is kind of crazy. I guess he popped cold-blooded on himself, and that is a big deal. Because he's down to 5 leadership. If the cold-blooded would be breaking right now. That Red Duke play might have just saved the game as the Vargul finishes the job, killing off the Lord. Now, the Lizardmen are all very elite. Sacred Crocswords are nothing to scoff at. Temple Guard are also quite intense. But maybe a full health Dragon Lord, well, not full health, but healing cap Dragon Lord, rear charging them can get some routes here. That's all the vampire counts can hope for, I guess. Trying to kill off the unbreakable skinks. All of these leadership bars are so low, but it doesn't look like they can close out the job as the last Vargulf is going to crumble away. Jav skinks have thrown the last of their volleys into the Blood Dragon Lord. I don't think he has another zombie summon on him. If he does, he has to get it out now. So we can continue cycle charging? Maybe? Sacred Box Stars have magic attacks too? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That will be the end of it. We're going to game 3. Lizardmen will defeat the dreaded vampire counts with their Croxagore box. Okay. Where was I in chat? Digest, mixed streaming is fine. Meta-analysis is really nice. That's why I have all this analysts for League, CSGO, Dota, etc. To be fair, there are also color casters that this applies to. They don't have enough skin in the game, they just cast. You miss Zerk's one-off cast. Zerkovich really hasn't done one-off casts in a long time. He used to run a couple tournaments that were fun. Haven't watched Zerk in a while outside of his unit fights. He does a lot of mixed streaming. And I wasn't super big on some of the games he was playing, so I just kind of fell off the wagon. But he's a good content creator. Red Duke got 3,000 value. That's nice. Graveguard did okay. Vargulfs did great. Other than that, they struggle a little bit. Haven't watched Lurks in a while. I think that coincided with Dobbs' channel getting popular. Dobbs scratches that depth meta itch. Let's see. You enjoy when Turin chucks in some random stories, so entertaining. He's really good at that. Turin's great at just filling time. It's cool. I got part of an interview with him for the Empire interview back when I did an interview with somebody for every faction, and it's like he has this air about him where he super easily fills conversations, even if like trying to find a way to not put this hurtfully because it's not hurtful, but like if he didn't know the answer to a question, he would have a satisfying way of saying, I don't know. Where he wouldn't just say, I don't know, but he would still talk about it in a way. Like if you asked him, let's just make up an Empire question, it's just like, are basic war wagons actually viable and competitive? And if he didn't know, he would kind of talk through the problem and get to the end and say, I guess it's complicated, and I would have to find out. But he would talk about it for a while, and you still get what you wanted out of it. You get to hear his thoughts on the war wagon. Even if he doesn't actually have a strong opinion on it. So, he's just really good at that. But he feels more business lately, if that makes any sense. I haven't watched too much of his content since I started making content. I don't have a ton of time. And also, when I do have time, like doing this all day, usually I don't want to go watch other people's content. Usually. You liked Age of Empires 3 as a single-player game, but you pretty much have no interest for AoE 4. I loved Age of Empires 3 versus AI. I thought it was very fun. Played a lot of Russia. Streles. Yes. I think we answered that, but Banshees are not good against Lizardmen these days. There's a lot of good sources of magic damage. Pete R. You're loving all the free YouTube entertainment. Yeah, all the content creators I know work pretty hard at it. Logic, Murph. Its current year he's been putting up a little bit more content recently. Tactical Lich. Turin. Italian Spartacus is putting up some stuff on Warhammer 3. That's good to see him back. Dobbs doing stuff. Gabo King was doing things. Then he deleted his YouTube channel, which was odd. That was kind of a mystery, and nobody really ended up telling me what happened with that. So don't know where his channel went. Zyphos recently posted some new stuff, but I don't know how much more he's doing. Falcon posted some things. So the new games bring back a lot of content creators that haven't done anything for a while. Okay, more talk about the Banshee meta. It was before all the DLCs. Base Lizardman didn't really have magic damage, not including spells. Yeah, the dwarves kind of suffer from that right now, too. That's why ethereal units are kind of good against them, even though they have magic resist. It's just that dwarves also lack good magic attacks to stop them. Way is picking Chaos, Dwarves, and Greenskins, banning Greenskins. Does base have ROR? I don't remember if the base game has ROR. It's sad to have such an upbeat and joyful personality, and I swear you can watch last year's content as bullshit meta and bugs burnt him out. Zerk, that is. Oh. Okay. Base game has 0 RORs. You forgot I could do videos like that for the new factions? Yeah, dude. We'll see how the interview series goes, because back when I was doing the interview series, if you remember, we had like 400 subs. So I wonder if people would like that now. The faction spotlights are how you from my channel? Good. They were good content. They were just difficult to produce. Yeah. Have I ever considered streaming a Total War historical campaign? You bought Rome 2 on sale recently, have not played. I haven't played a historical title since Shogun 2, but I would be interested in streaming Total War stuff if I was interested in the time period. I would have been interested in Three Kingdoms, but I heard not great things about it at the time, and I was super deep in Warhammer 2, so I didn't really feel like branching off. But if it's a time period I care about, I would play it 100%. Like Shogun 2, I just love the Warring States period in Japan was really good. Any of the medieval titles are usually good. I liked the Isles of Britannia storyline, but I think that game was kind of jank. Anyway, yeah. I wasn't that interested in Troy, to be honest. It's not particularly my brand of history that I get behind. So he yeeted himself. It's something to do with his line of work. Coops, he's done it before. He has? Huh. I haven't thought about running a little high elf channel, but I have a family and a company to run. You're running a company? What? Knighthood, what do you do? The interviews are how I found you. We will do more. We just need more to talk about. You found out by watching Torben. You bought Storm Vermin and Rattling Gun build with Master Assassin. It blew my mind. Been a fan ever since. Thanks, Doomsage. We try to keep it fresh. I generally play what I like to play. Not so much the meta, personally. The algorithm plastered your faction spotlights all over my homepage when I wasn't subbed. The YouTube gods love them. Oh, good. Good. Those were fun. It was nice to talk to the experts and really get their opinion on them. Really hyped for Three Kingdoms, but it seems like they just pooped it out and didn't give it any loves. IT with security cameras and video analytics and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I don't know anything about that. I'm currently trying to start a small-ish business with board games and whatnot, which comes soon. But I was talking about it on the stream today. He knights people. No, knightings. Yes. Anyway, sorry. What are we talking about? What would your preferred number of giants be when you play as ogres? 0, 1, 2, or full stack? Probably 1. You stock knightings and knightings. Oh, okay. I see, Doomsage. You're talking about knighthood. Yeah. Diplomacy well received. That goes into Warhammer 3. Dueling being awkward. Let's not add that, etc. That's interesting, Dean. I hope that diplomacy is better for 3. I've heard good things. It's because Cathay is three kingdoms, but cool and aloof with dragons. Play 3 King, but damn, the player base wasn't happy to see 3K abandoned. No one's happy to see their game abandoned. Like, it sucks when you put all that time and energy into something and you feel like the company behind it didn't return the favor. Oh, yeah, what we were talking about today. We were talking about on stream today, my plan. It's to launch this board game and, like, secondary book stuff and streaming. And if we can start making some money off of it, that I could quit my job in about 10 months. Because I work at Mayo, and I signed on to this position for at least 2 years. And if I leave before then, I'm kind of blacklisted on Mayo clinics. They won't hire me for anything else, ever. So it'd be nice to leave on good terms. So I have about 10 months left before I was going to leave my job. And at that point, because I'm not in a good working situation. It's not their fault. Like, I'm not trying to pretend it's like, Mayo's screwing me over and everybody should feel bad for me. It's like, no, it's not a good fit. It's not working out. But I'll ride it, I'll finish what I committed to. But after that, I either need to find a new job or I want to go full-time with streaming and board games and stuff. So that's the hope. So I have like 10 months to see if I can make this YouTube and board game stuff work. And that would be ideal because when Grace and I are going to have kids, the current idea is that I would be a stay-at-home dad and stream at night or make board games in the meantime and such. But with childcare being so expensive, it's just like, man, if I'm going to pay somebody like an entire living wage to take care of my kids, why don't I just take care of my kids? Plus, I like to cook and stuff and whatever. And I think if Grace and I are both working, we'd just be too tired to make them a proper meal or anything, so... Regardless, I have 10 months to see if this is going to be a viable way to live my life or if I need to find a new job and stop doing this. They ask, hey, make this shit work. That is a good improvement on the diplomacy. Let me know if you need any help or advice with business knighthood. I might take you up on that, dude. Both Troy and 3K seem like test runs for Warhammer features. If you add stuff that was added in Warhammer. Dove made good arguments for using giants as ogres. The heal makes them viable. Fair. Giants with healing might actually be worth it. Siege maps were great if you ignored how awful it was to climb walls. Mick Rightface, I can have your job. Hey, thanks, man. I'm going to become the brood mother. I don't know, man. I love... Maiden, when will I take care of kids? I mean, sorry, when will I sleep? After I'm done streaming. But, nah, dude, I love kids. Kids are great. I love kids. I want to adopt. Grace wants at least a couple biological kids, so we'll probably have a mix, but I really want to adopt. I'm not too concerned with whether or not a child is, like, blood related to me. It's just like, you know. Hey, man, if I've known them for most of their life and I care for them and I love them, doesn't really matter who they're related to. Just doesn't matter to me. Grace is fine with adopting kids. She also just wants a couple biological ones, and it's like, okay, we can do that. 100% the amount you make is canceled by childcare. Yeah. So I'd rather just be home with my kids. That's just me. Alright, for the game we have 3 Wolf Riders, 2 Forest Goblin Spider Riders. We have Snotling Pump Wagons. I thought I saw 4 in the lobby, but I see 3 right now. So you might have cut one. Savage Orc Biggins, Savage Orc Biggins, Savage Orc Biggins, Savage Orc Biggins, Savage Orc Biggins. Night Goblins, Savage Orc Arboys, Arboys, Arboys. Night Goblin Shaman, Grimgore, Mother Fight, and Ironhide. And I think that's it. Okay. Beasts of Tashnar on the other side, Martyr Horse Masters, 3 of them. For more, we have War Shrine Mammoth, Wolfric the Wanderer on a Mammoth. We have Ogres, 3 Ogres, some Marauders, and a Famir Balefiend of Fire. You have kids? Wow, I don't have kids, but I want kids. And we're going to have, Grace and I are going to probably have kids within the next 2 years. We're aiming for around 30. Right now we're in the stage where you're trying to set up your life, where she just got done with her master's degree like last year, so she's getting a little bit of money underneath her. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to do long-term as a career. So we're in the figure shit out phase before you have kids. Because after you have kids, it's a lot more like, don't fuck with your life, because kids are counting on you to be stable. Alright. Anyway. We're into the fighting real quick. Savage Orc Biggins immediately plowing into Marauders, and they're getting worked on, and a Burning Head is going to hit them just as an Ogre Charge slams in through the front, and those Savage Orc Biggins got immediately dumpstered. Snotling Pump Wagons are thinking about joining the fray, but Norska's off to a good early gambit here. Savage Orc Biggins overall are getting worked on. They're not having a good time with this initial engagement. Some skirmish calves, some archers are trying to shoot into the mammoths. Mammoths are great targets for arrows. They do a lot of little poke damage, but it will take time, and time might not be a thing the Greenskins have as more and more units start to rout away. Norska's doing fine in the mobile game as well. The Beasts of Tashnar are trading effectively into Skirmish Cav and Savage Orc Biggins alike, especially with Skirmish Cav support. And more is looking real good. Snotling Pump Wagons are going to delete some Marauders, nice and easy, but soon they will be killed by Ogres, as Ogres are high mass, very high weapon strength. Snotling Pump Wagons want nothing to deal with it, and it looks like they will even run away. This is a good Conclave of Fire from the Greenskins. They're getting a lot of nice damage in here, and it's up to Grimgore to hold the line until then. Your next is popped onto Wolfric the Wanderer. Giver of Glory is popped back onto him to get his melee stats a bit back up, but he does have 0 melee attack at the moment. As for Grimgore, he is also quite nerfed and getting pushed around. Maybe getting pushed around will keep him alive in the meantime. He's back to having 55 melee defense. Maybe that will protect him for just a hot second. Look at all these archers. Burning Head will do some good damage to Savage Orc Arboys. I don't think it does a terrible amount because they're so spaced out. It'll do half their health. I don't know if it was overcasted or not. But now all this mobility surrounding them is a much bigger problem. It will suddenly crump in. Bounce power very, very strongly swings in the favor of Norska, as Grimgore is going to get routed off. A lot of the ranged units will be compromised. That'll be a swift end. I'm surprised how the archers did against the war mammoths. I wonder if they were shooting infantry around them. But I think if they focus fire, they would do more. Hard to say. Snotling Pump Wagons are a true meme, and we salute Way for showing us them in multiplayer like one time before this game ended. Because I don't think even when they were released, they were used in multiplayer. Like, that's how terrible this unit was. You have a pal who designed board games? Did he succeed at it, or did he do it for fun and then had to drop out due to needing to not spend so much money designing board games. It's very expensive. It's expensive to do for, like, quote-unquote, a hobby, so I definitely need to make it a job or stop doing it. Troy walls, where everything has a fucking shield. Shooting up was terrible, and you don't get towers until you research them. Ah. Call HR, this is turning into a cheaper by the dozen prequel? No, I just like kids. Genetics are so superior to the rest of us, need to pass it on. I don't think that's true, dude. I'm 27 years old, and I already have the genetics behind negative 10 eyesight in each eye, and I have both recessive genes for liver disease, and my brother got neither of the recessive genes for liver disease. So I have to live my whole life as a perfect angel because my genetic lottery said, fuck you, idiot. Can always return adopted kids if you don't like them. KV, you're back? KV, you were here for the midday stream. Why are you awake? Go to bed. If you raise them, they're your kids, blood or not. You can return normal kids too. It's just more difficult. Put a return to sender stamp on their forehead and just, like, give them back to Grace. That's pretty funny. I like that. Wolfric got good value. Greenskins really struggled with value. Ogres did fine. Beast of Tashnar did fine. Shocked how little these Savage Rock Boys did. They were firing so many arrows, you thought they would do well. It was a good try though. It was like a close game until all of a sudden it just all of a sudden collapsed, man. And Wei is defeated. More avenging me. You're home like 4.5 of 5 days. Night Totem, I'm just trying to understand, like, you are home a lot or you're not home a lot? Just making sure I got that. Ogres are allowed for Norska? Yes, Tian, because Thean, sorry. I always fuck up your name. Norska suffers so much that I was okay with them getting a little boost in the last tournament of Warhammer 2. Let them have their day in the sun. You became a dad at 24, had no idea what I wanted in life. I'm taking it a little bit slower. Is the whole Norska roster allowed for this tourney? Ryan G, while we wait for the next game, which I will message Maiden. Okay. We'll wait for the next game. Here's this. So you have to take 4 units from the lists and whatever. And Norska, I did give him Marauder Champions, Ice Wolf Chariot, Famir, Mammoths, Trolls, Ogres. And then it says, yes, Norse can take Ogres up to 4 Ogres. They're the only faction that can. They're just so bad that I really didn't want to hurt them like that. Like, Norse need a fucking break, and I thought they could have one last day in the sun. So that was it for them. And Ogres aren't that OP. They aren't even OP. They're just good. Like, they're just fine. I don't know, man. Let them have this. The little queek that could. Wei got queek to get good value just before I watched him suck and fail. Alright, catch up on chat quick. Okay, so it is Tien. The H is silent. You got it right. All right, so it is Tien. I will commit this to memory forever. Bigga dead. Every Savage Orc big N ever. Double Mammoth gives me full chub. Me too, buddy. There's a very good chance that I'm a dad. Ignorance is bliss. Oh, Doom Sage. Savage Orc Biggins in certain matchups can be really good, especially when you're expecting to face a lot of large-sized units. But if you don't run into large-sized units, they can just be an overpriced meat grinder. Planning out the life, which I had thought of that 40 years ago. Nah, dude. Nah, don't plan nothing. Even though I just advocated for planning stuff, don't plan nothing. Active Transit. You're at home almost every day. I see. I see. It was a joke. Lol. Well, I missed the joke, Ryan, because I am what you call smooth brain. The tier from DBZ. Norska deserves a meme tournament that doesn't force them to take a Frostworm. I thought it was just going to run over more with a bunch of missiles and anti-large, to be honest. I actually thought your build was going to do really well, too, Wei. You were firing all game long, and I'm like, this is going well. And then all of a sudden you lost, and your archers had no value. It was weird. I don't know what's going on with Maiden's game at the moment. I don't really want to leave. So here's a question. How will ogres deal with Savage Orc Biggins? Let's find out. So Norska, Throg, and some Mornfang cavalry. And then Greenskins will take... Where is that? No, too complicated. No, too complicated. No, too complicated. Night Goblin War Boss. No abilities. One Savage Orc Biggin. Game is too short for archers to get value. Bullshit. Bullshit, Moore. You're a liar. You're a liar and a thief. Whee! Alright, boys. Time to go home. Come on. Come on, everybody. Come on. Whee! That's how you deal with the Savage Orc Biggins. Doesn't look that hard. Just fight him. And we even had similar troop counts. Like, look, I had 73. He had 76. If you take out Throg versus the Night Goblin War Boss, it was 72 to 75. So actually, each Mornfang does beat a Savage Orc Biggin on its own. Like, just take about as many Mornfang models as they have Savage Orc Biggin models, and you win. Duh. Alright. Okay. Yes. Discuss later. Some do both, some do one, some do the other. All about what you want to do. Okay, cool. Answered a couple questions on Discord. Answered a very easy question of how to deal with Savage Orc Biggins. Duh. Real talk, a lot of the people that have the game right now are saying the ogres are pretty strong. I guessed that ogres were going to be bottom of the tier list. I thought they were going to be trash. So it's good to hear that they're good, apparently, but I'll believe it when I see it, I guess. When the Game 2 races get added, I wonder if they'll still be strong. Because the missile play in Warhammer 3 right now isn't that good. Like, you have Tzeentch, who's fine, Cathay, who's fine, and Kislev, who's fine, but, like, I wonder how it really goes when you run into the Empire or run into Skaven or something, and you're all of a sudden taller than the rest of the front line, you just get shot. Anyway, I digress. They're still going. I don't know if I have time for a quick battle, and I don't really want to mess off. How do I play my campaigns? Hard, very hard? Yeah. So I like normal difficulty with legendary campaign, personally. And why that is a friend of mine, Yawning Firefly, I forgot his name for a moment. Yawning Firefly recommended it to me, and I played it, and I instantly loved it. So in campaign, it's legendary, everybody's aggressive towards you. There's a lot of armies coming at you. It's nice, it's fun, it's challenging. You have a lot of things going on you have to manage. But then in battle, it's normal, so that you don't have to just spam ranged units. You can actually take elite infantry. You can actually take cavalry, and it does well. And it helps you practice for online at the same time because you get a feel of different units that I like maybe don't play. You know, if I don't play a lot of chaos, then I could play a chaos campaign and get a feel for, oh, chaos knights are okay, or like, oh, this unit's okay. Where if you play on very hard or legendary, that kind of thing, cavalry units are worthless. Elite infantry are worthless. It's all about just 19 handgunners like you see on Anticity's stream. So I really like legendary campaign normal battle difficulty. And then also in the battle, you can only pause and you can't give orders, or you have to play it on normal speed or faster, which is good because it forces me. I'm the type of person that I don't like to use cheats or mods, or I don't like to abuse systems. But if it's there, I'll abuse it and regret it. I always do. Always. In Civilizations 4, I learned how to turn on the world editor where you could delete people's units or look at the world map. And I was like, I shouldn't use this. And then the AI would cheat me one fucking time, and it would be like, that's it! Using the command, deleting all their units and burning their cities to the ground. And then like 5 minutes later, I sit there and I go, I shouldn't have done that. I ruined this campaign. Alright. Anyway, I digress. They're still working on it. What's... she said... The difference between hard and very hard, just stats. They all get a little more stats. Stalking Unbreakable, regenning Gorgers might be an issue for Skaven. Yeah, I guess they could be a little bit of an issue. I need to see all the rosters and play with them a little bit. Like I mentioned on the midday stream, I'm not a big person on like looking at all the stats of something before I get a game. I much more learn by playing than learn by reading. Battles play out as they should. You just have more to manage. Check this. The Ogres are strong because they have an equivalent of a full DLC Game 2 faction. Oh, and Gorgers that can beat Halberds and any Cav unit in Game 3 without anti-large. Well, apparently Gorgers are a fucking problem, I'm hearing. Difficulty should not make certain useless as units they are. Who's your favorite puppy in the world? Grace, why are you here? Grace, why are you here? Grace. Grace is here. It's Hazel, Grace. You know it's Hazel. She's my favorite puppy. Oh, their game's still closed. At AC Maiden. Open spec slot if game 3. If you done, then you done. That's it. I'm getting me console. I use the So Siege Battles mod so I can use multiplayer armies. Aw, Grace is still here. Hi, Grace. Yeah? Cute and sweet. And I do love when you crash my stream. You're great. Given the opportunity, players will optimize the fun out of their game. The Civ dude. Yeah. Yeah, like, I can understand why people would like to be given the options. I just know I'm not responsible enough to be given those options. I know myself to know that I will ruin things for myself if I am given the power to do so. Imagine unbreakable, armor-piercing dryads. That's what Gorgers are. Yeah. Yeah. That does sound spooky. Yeah. No, I enjoy difficult games, but I can't be allowed to make them easier, or I will. That's why Dark Souls is fun, because it doesn't let you cheat. Okay. Who won? Oh, we're on to files. Call HR. Okay. I see. So, we'll host Call HR v More. the Dryads when facing Skaven. Oh, fucking got him. Alright, I'm inviting Call HR. Let's see if we can find more. There he is. Get them both in here. Thanks to the USA Night Stream. Anytime, Petar. Unbreakable, higher stat, faster Famir for 500 and 600 less gold. How expensive are these Gorgers? I have no idea what their cost is, but it sounds rather low. Oakenhammer! Got it. Hey. Call HR first. Map set. Best of 3. I'll update the scores. Moore is still on the right side. So we just have 0 RTK, call HR. On the other side, AC Moore with a 0. Oh, 1100? That's probably too cheap. Sounds too cheap. Watch as the Gorgers can beat Gorgons for no reason. Just because. Just for fun. It's rare to have North American tournaments. I've been running them for half a year. It's just no North American players that want to play, man. Recently, we're getting a bit more. And hopefully with Warhammer 3, we'll get a larger audience yet again. If you bring Scrag, every Gorger gets regen. Oof. 1,100 for Gorgers, and they beat Bear Cab for 1,600, Blood Crushers for 1,800, and Corn of Minotaurs. Well, that's great. That sounds like good design. Higgity diggity daffodil. I'm hungrier than a hungry Hungarian, and I'm about to boost down the street for some om nom nom. You do that, buddy. You do that. Get enough to share for the class, though. Otherwise, you can't eat it. You're in an A, but I decay how well I do. You never know till you try and win. And if you lose, then somebody else cheated. I wonder if I can find my Green Knight video. Someone's asking about that. I didn't know you hosted them until a month or so ago somehow. Coops, that sounds like a you problem. Murph was keeping you from me, basically, is what we have established here. They just need to cost a lot more. Yeah. I'd rather units be really good and expensive than cheap and shitty. Try your hand versus some of the best. See how well badly I do. I played Knighthood in a quick battle, and he did really well. So it's a shame he's not in tournaments more often, but like he was indicating he only plays one faction, and there's not a lot of tournaments that you can only play one faction. But there are some people out there who just grind quick battles and get really good. They don't play tournaments, but they're still very, very good. Coop's busy with BBB stuff. BBB is not real. It's a myth. It's a myth. Fake clan, fake news. Go, Doomsage. Don't die. Don't die. Just get out there and get some food. Last best of 3 for the night. Then I can go to work and work out and then go to bed and wake up and stream and do a bunch of stuff because life is busy now. Coop's not more like not playing tournaments until recently. I see. I see, Coops. That's Ido? Yeah. Ido is a weird clan. Bed Bath & Beyond stuff? Do you think Bed Bath & Beyond really has Beyond, or do you think they just have Bed and Bath? You can fight almost all of the best on ladder. It's true, Knighthood. It's true. They're around. They play quick battles as well. Oh. Quick battles playing some jank ass maps. I'm trying to remember the one that's my least favorite. I just played on it earlier today too. There's like this, it's a desert map with this big pillar in the middle, but then one side starts in like a gully, and the other side starts with their backs against a black arc, like a dark elf wall. And almost every time I play there, my opponents just like put their entire formation against the wall, and you can't flank them. It's disastrous. I don't remember what that map is, but it sucks. I'm kind of excited for quick battles on Game 3. Domination sounds like it'll be fun. I still probably play a whole bunch of Ant Ladder best of threes for my typical daily consumption. But it'll be nice to have another game mode I can go play if I'm bored. Somebody said they're ready. I think Moore said he was ready. HR is still working on builds, it looks like. The Altar of Ultimate Darkness is the worst map of all. Is that in the quick battle rotation? I forgot. I think you're right. I think that is in the quick battle rotation. I ran into Gojira on quick battle once or twice. I tried to using Rattling Guns versus Vargulfs, and then I found out that they're pretty much transparent and I can shoot straight through them. You look most forward to campaign with the lads and Daniel? Who's damn Daniel? Oh god, it is for some reason. Man up, Dean. Alright, for college chars, what else? We have Ariel, the Glade Lord, 5 Dryads, some Wild Riders, and a Forest Dragon. Okay, there's other units. I'm like, that is a tiny army. War Dancers with Azure Spears, War Dancers, War Dancers, War Dancers with Azure Spears. Alright, so plenty of jank units. Plenty. If you're bored, nah, you're the Grind Lord. That's true, Maiden. I pretty much only play Ant Ladder. Crab, crab, scare, frighten. Oh, I know that meme. Crab, 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 crab. Hand, hand, hand. Frighten, frighten, crab, hand, frighten. It's good. If you haven't watched it, it's fucking adorable. Anyway, we have 2 Nehekar horsemen on the other side, 3 chariots, 1 Nehekar warrior, a bunch of skeletons, skeleton warriors, etc. We have High Queen Khalida again. She's the only Tomb King's Lord getting played today, and it's perfect. We love that, even though she still hasn't paid for herself like ever. Double Bone Giant, and we have a Net/Shem's Burning Gaze caster. War Dancers being jank saddens me. Yes, I understand that feel. I wish they were better. I mean, Wood Elves would need some serious nerfs before I'm okay with them being better, but War Dancers are really bad. What does Ariel have for spells? Just Soul Stealer and Apotheosis, actually. That's a lot of healing between Berry Wine, Soul Stealer, and Apotheosis. God damn. What is this? This is the Glady. The Glady on a Great Stag Knight. Nice little dodges from Kalichar, too. Alright, alright. Trying to think about this build here. Ooh, Net of Amatok. Probably going to be followed up by Shem's Burning Gaze and Double Bone Giant Shot. A little bit of damage. Double Bone Giants. Both hit. Does okay damage. Probably going to heal him up with, ooh, Apotheosis. I would have guessed the Berry Wine. 1 Blade Singer is Meta versus Lizardman even. Is it? I didn't know that was true, Way. The crab videos? I'll honestly go find it for you too. Her Soul Stealer doesn't heal her. That is so weird, but okay, sure. That's dumb. Honestly, that's dumb. Ariel should be able to heal from a Soul Stealer like everybody else. Just Wood Elf things. Forest Dragon gets a nice little poke onto Lich Priest of Light, then he walks straight through him, pecks the ground like a chicken, and walks away. I don't know what I just saw. I don't know if I wanted to see it, but I did, and I can't change that. Soul Stealer is gonna hit. It'll hit both Bone Giants. It'll hit the Nehekar Warriors, Khalida, the Light Mage, Tomb Scorpion, and some Skeleton Spearmen. That's a big Soul Stealer. It did great. You know what isn't doing great? The Forest Dragon. The Forest Dragon is very much dying. Very much dying, big, bad, sad. Wild Riders are going to sprint in here, but they will face Nehekar Horsemen, who I've been assured by Bobman will kick the shit out of the Wild Riders, apparently. Or trade up effectively, at least. This does appear to be going in the favor of the Tomb Kings across the board. Pretty much only Ariel is having a good time. Everyone else is dying horrifically. We'll watch the crab video together in the next pick and ban phase, alright? Everybody just calm down. We will see the crabs. Haha, crabs. Otherwise they absorb so much ammo. Oh, the Saurus absorbs so much ammo and a Blade Singer can cut through like infinite Saurus. I see. Malekith on his chariot can't heal from either. That one I knew because the explosion that heals him is between the chariot and himself. Like, the chariot and the horses, it shows up in the middle, so he doesn't actually get healed from it, which is so stupid. Gotrek can be the same way, where he can get his healing explosion, but if he's not in the explosion, he doesn't get the healing, and sometimes his enemies get healed. And it's the dumbest way to program healing I've ever heard of. I don't know why they don't just do, like, a single target, like a self-targeting regrowth, rather than an explosion that heals anybody who's in it. It's so dumb. That was a short game. That went drastically in one direction, so nothing really got any value on the Wood Elf side. And on the Tomb King side, looks like they did okay. GG, well played. Okay, I'll set the next map and then we can watch the crabs. Crab. Scare, crab. Mortis Waste, Bother Human Boy. Replays for human, quick carry. Way posting replays of Warhammer 2 after we aren't doing Warhammer 2 anymore. Cringe. Crab. Hand. Frighten. Oh god, not this shit.
Oh, gentlemen.
Oh no, that's the clip, but it's not the right.
Crab, please.
Yeah, there it is. All right. I'm bringing you over. Don't worry.
Crab, frighten. Crab, food, frighten, please. Food is hand. Crab, please.
We love the crabs.
Frighten.
They're so cute.
Crab.
You know what also is really good? Now You Fucked Up Skyrim. This shit had me rolling when I first saw it. That's so good. That's so good. Now you fucked up. Soul Stealer is one of the worst programmed things ever. I would agree. It's janky for both the caster and for your enemies. Because there are times where, like, one horse model will be in it, and the entire unit's outside of it, and that horseman unit, all of it's going to get drained down by Soul Stealer. And then the next game, for no reason, half of an infantry unit will be inside the Soul Stealer. Won't get affected. It's just Soul Stealer affects what it wants to. Elves lost to non-elves. That's a square on the bingo card, yes. But we're not doing the bingo ever again. The bingo is dead. All my homies hate bingo. All of them. Even if it's never featured, it'll be there for all of eternity. The last Warhammer 2 replay. Nani? Skyrim is a great game, dude. Its mods are excellent. The game itself is excellent. DLC was pretty fine. I will say, its post-launch like customer service has been atrocious. Just awful. Complete garbage. Because I was trying to buy Skyrim on Steam, and I got the definitive edition or whatever, and I have no idea what DLC is in it, because there are so many fucking editions of Skyrim out there, and so many re-releases that you have no idea what you're buying, and they did that intentionally. So fuck them for that. But everything else about Skyrim is great. Who would have thought the last Warhammer 2 tourney battle would be a Norskin mirror? Maiden, bold of you to assume more is going to close this out, though I should update the score. Thank you for accidentally pointing that out to me. But you don't believe in boy HR? It's HR. We love HR in this house. Can't believe you would bet against HR, dude. How do people enjoy games like Skyrim? I downloaded Lost Ark. It's the same thing. Level up by just repetitive crap. No to Skyrim. You're allowed that opinion. I'll allow it. Judges will allow it too. I like Skyrim. Though sometimes I'm in the mood for repetitive things. I mean, Skyrim, part of the fun was just exploring it and really getting into the feel and enjoying the visuals. But it could be very repetitive. I understand that. But some people like repetitive, dude. I like Skyrim, and if you think that's repetitive, then I do like that. But I also played a lot of Dark Souls, and there was times where if I was really stuck, back when I was bad, now this doesn't happen as much because I'm not terrible. Back when I was bad, I'd just grind up to get to a higher level. I'd throw a YouTube stream or Twitch stream on the other screen, and I'd be enjoying that and kind of mindlessly doing something with my hands and, just grinding the same Dark Souls area over and over again for souls and stuff. Like, sometimes people enjoy a game as the secondary thing, not the primary thing. Sometimes after a long day of work, also, you're like mentally burnt. You don't really want to focus. You just kind of want to play something dumb, something just fun. And some people like first-person shooters for that kind of thing. Some people also like to super try hard as first-person shooters. I'm not trying to say first-person shooters are easy, but it's like, when I used to get off of school when I was in high school, I didn't really want to think anymore. So I'd play like Call of Duty and just click buttons really fast. Like, you don't have to think too much about what you're doing in Call of Duty. You just kind of have to act on instinct. So not everybody wants to think super hard all the time. Skyrim is relaxing, yeah. I don't think you'll find a lot of people who say Skyrim's combat was very good, but the other parts about it were great. Oblivion was one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and that combat was hot garbage. Hot garbage. Just terrible. Fun game. Combat was bad. Alright, what do we have? Who am I looking at? Is this more? For more, we have 4 ogres, 2 of which are the man-eaters with great weapons. The rest are just ogres. 2 Norskin Ice Wolves, Beasts of Tashnar, 2 Skin Wolves. We have Throg the Troll King, Shaman Sorcerer of Fire, and 5 Marauders across the front line. Sometimes you just want to burr full lizardman brain. Yeah. Marauders, man-eaters with ogre pistols. If the man-eaters with ogre pistols win this, I will be so happy because I have not seen them ever win a game. In any of the tournaments I've allowed ogres, if you take man-eaters with ogre pistols, you're the loser. 4 marauders, 1 berserker, 2 marauder ice wolf chariots, 3 Mornfang cavalry, a Norskin giant, and Throg. No caster. Kalichar is going full meme on his way out the door. I love it. I don't think he's going to win, but I love it. So I was wondering why I downloaded Lost Ark for my pals is the same game. It's PvP. Rant over. Oblivion Combat is why you couldn't finish it. You should have played Morrowind, made their success look good. I played a bit of Morrowind on the Xbox. There was like a % miss chance, and I swear I was running around the like, I'd always get in fights with the guards because I always did something stupid and illegal, and the guards wanted to fight me, and it was like I was swinging my knife through them, and I'd hit like 1 out of every 5 attacks. It was so weird. Yeah. Nah, different games click with different people, though. I remember, what was the most recent game my friends loved and I just did not get on board with, and I had to wait for them to get over it before we could play a lot of games together. I really didn't get into Endless Legend. My friends got Endless Legend, they really liked it, but I just like couldn't get into it that much. What? What? Jabba the Hutt, are you trolling me? Anyway, Kalichar's chariots charge forward. They immediately get attacked by ice wolves and skin wolves. Yeah. Somebody should have brought the Marauder Chieftain for maximum memes. That is true. He is big in the memes. Sorry. Anyway, focusing in. The Marauder Ice Wolf chariots are getting currently beaten down by all of the big scary werewolves, and now ogres are also here to beat them up, and these chariots are going to have a terrible, terrible time. Kalichar's Throg is going over to help with that. Meanwhile, Mor throws a burning head onto the only berserkers on the map, immediately killing them and saying goodbye to that unit. Kalichar's Norskin Giant is going to charge up and fight Throg for a bit. He is losing that duel currently. The Mornfang Cavalry for Kalichar is a little forgotten. It's vibing back here. That's 3,600 gold. It's not doing anything. It's not your game type? Yeah. If anybody out there played Endless Legend and liked it, get your hands up. Get your hands up out there. Because my friends loved it. I didn't, but... represent. This is looking like a quick W for the good old Morster, as the Norskin Giant's routing, a lot of the blue Norskin infantry is routing, chariots have taken some decent damage, and now the Mornfang are getting involved, but it might be too little, it might be too late. The ogres with the man-eater pistols are currently getting ripped apart at the seams by the beasts of Tashnar and the Norskin ice wolves. Skin wolves are also running around. Looks like they're trying to get another charge somewhere else or something. Don't really know what they're up to. They're just having their day. High-level analysis. What to do about this? There are swingy club guys, and they're swinging their clubs at the other swingy club guys, and the other swingy club guys are not enjoying getting the clubs swung at their swingy swings. I chose that army because he thought Warhammer 2 is over. Yeah. Chariots took a remarkable low amount of damage on the charge. They did. They did. It didn't matter because they eventually started taking damage. They're having a bad old day. Having a bad time. Look at this giant just getting chased down by a little shaman. Look at this little shaman. Chasing the giant. He's like, yeah, you get out of here. And then the giant's like, okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm doing my best. This is GG. I don't see any way the blues can come back in it. We're just gonna spin. We're just gonna spin. Alright, he threw out the GG. I don't think Blue Throg's gonna do it. Army losses is coming in hot. Can he pop the Crown of Command? Doesn't even have the Crown of Command. He does not have the Crown of Command. He can't even pop it to keep the game going abnormally long. He's whacking some ogres pretty good. He just swung at a guy that left, and then the game ended. Is there a Human Boy Discord you should be in? Why aren't you in it? What? Wait, somebody get this man in the Discord. I got you, buddy. There. I think I spammed it enough. Call HR, his Thrall got 700 value, his Chariots didn't get any, and Mornfang didn't get any, and Man-Eaters are Man-Eaters. For more, his Throg didn't get any value. His Ogres did okay. His Skinnels did okay. His Man-Eater Great Weapons did great. Alright. Alright, everybody. That was the thing. GG, well played. Thanks for playing. You're both great. Yes. Nice. Welcome to Discord, man. You got this. I will be in contact with more. As for the rest of you, I need to run off to work and grab some stuff. Then I got to work out. Then I got to go to bed. And I'll be streaming for you yet again in like 9 hours from now. So we got to hurry up. All right? All right. Cool. Good stream, everybody. Handshake. Nice job. Nicely done. Fist bump. Other cringe things that I'm going to just throw out there. Goodbye forever. Yay.